Welcome back to Roots of Heaven. This is session 20 entitled Out of the Maw. Last session, the group was in the Maw. They exited the Sifrit's Crypt into Sifrit's Pass. They found that the armies of undead that had been reported and other entities had migrated out of Sifrit's Pass into the Forest of Ta, where they had originated, and seemed to be heading away from that position. At the end of last session, the group was given an option to um, go after it or flee this place. And I believe that they said they were going to leave. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
that's
so.
what was decided.
Okay. So yeah, the forces of Serena seem to be working, are in the process of. Um, the They were in the process of real quick, since it does seem like a conversation is going on the side. Yeah, your character's already been leveled. There's nothing you need to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, sorry, no, apologies. Your character has not been leveled. You should be clicking the button and leveling it. I didn't say the experience was put in, but the choices hadn't been made. Sorry. Moving along. Serena seems to be preparing to kind of build fortifications and basically build the fortifications that are already present in Siffer's Pass, and are also planning on are migrating to more of a occupation than a kind of force that was entering and ready to reclaim it. So the day is won in their minds, and they plan to be ready for the fight if it comes back to Siffer's Pass from the Force Ta once again. You overhear and learn that Fort Carpenter to the southwest was taken before Siffer's Pass was taken. Fort Carpenter is the largest of House Sereda's exterior, outside of Nock fortifications. House Sereda's goal is to secure Sifrit's Pass. Once that's done, the full forces of Sereda will move from Nock to Sifrit's Pass and then reclaim Fort Carpenter from that launching point, that staging position. But as for you, your goals are your own. What would you like to do?
Do we want to help them take Fort Carpenter, or did we want to go back to Nock and start dealing with the Golthiah shit?
At this stage, you would know full well that if you are wanting to help House Sereda, you would need to join House Sereda.
Ah. Fair. Which is what we were just saying no to.
So we wanna stay here and help them out here.
Again, like I said, if you want to help
Oh,
them
my
out,
bad. No, wait, no. Sorry.
you'll need to join the house. Basically, secure your loyalties to them and them alone.
Hard pass.
That's
really no.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
a no from me.
do they not need help? Do they?
So-
I guess they don't need help.
No, there are easily hundreds of men here, and women, and NBs, like all kind of working together to make sure the fortifications of the city are being bolstered. Like work that would, normally in your mind take days is being handled in hours. You're literally watching the wall that has damage to it being put together brick by brick. You're watching mages create stone walls and fortifications in moments. Like, this is not a situation where, like, contractors are going to be helpful at all. And out of character note, this would basically be like, you were civilian contractors that were assisting with the matter for the military, and the military is now done with you. The only thing that they would have need of you is the thing that they're not willing to do, which is to push or overexert themselves into the lands of Ta, enemy territory in their minds. They are holding this position, they're securing this position, and they're making Sifrit's Pass a bastion of safety and security for the lands behind, for Nock and all of the farmlands along the highway.
Is that our only option? Besides, So the options is the option was go after the Lady of the Deep, stay and help Sereda and join Sereda, or go back to Nock.
Mhm.
Is there like a different way, a different option that we're not seeing?
As you're thinking about it, you do notice that the doors to the Red Dragon open, and it does look like they are seating members of House Rada and anyone who's present inside of the tavern. Looks like it was one of the first things that they worked on getting open. Because leisure is very
So-
important.
Yeah.
Individual.
So there potentially could be something there.
Some leads.
Or at least a table to sit down and talk about it.
Yeah.
Food?
Food.
Food?
Baroth is always hungry.
That's fair.
He's the growing boy.
Oh, growing boy. I guess talk about it there then. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
or just stand around, twiddle our thumbs.
You enter in. There are, a couple of individuals who kind of taken to resting at this point. Not too many. Does look like a lot of them are kind of being put to work outside in fortifying situation. The barkeep at this juncture just appears to be a surly woman who is very not too dissimilar from the barkeep at the Richter's mine, actually. They don't look identical. This isn't like a Nurse Joy situation. She looks like a marshal, kind of soldier of House Rada who's taken the task of maintaining the leisure hall. She puts out a couple of mugs as you enter in. You're the ones who found the way through, huh?
That's
Yeah.
us.
Drinks are free. And she starts pouring,
Yes.
from a pitcher. And then she sets another pitcher next to the cups. Any table's yours. Any of these folks will move for you.
Oh, they don't need to move.
Where's the nicest looking, the nicest looking table in the house?
There's one table that looks like it's actually a suitable table to be sat at. The other ones look like they're pretty makeshift.
Is there
Terry's-
an empty table?
Not really. Like, there's at least one or two people at every table.
Okay.
So we go to the nicer table.
Terry goes over to the nice one.
Terry goes over.
When you get there, there's two soldiers there. Two gentlemen. They look at you and go, "Oh, you're the contractors that we heard about that went through the mines. Well done.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
Excellent work. A lot of arcane fuckery down there," says the other one. "Pretty crazy stuff. Portals and whatnot."
Nothing that we couldn't handle, though.
The other one says, You don't mind us sitting here? Or we can move over there." It points to another table if you want. If you want the table, that's fine.
Yeah, we've just had a real long journey. We could use a nice place to sit,
That makes perfect sense. They
feed my little legs.
They pick up their cups, they walk over to another table and sit down with a couple of other soldiers and leave you to yours.
Belroth carries the pitcher and one of the mugs over. I'm ready.
Double fisting tonight.
Yeah.
Drinking out of the pitcher.
Yeah. He sets the mug in front of Terry and then just holds the pitcher. All right.
Synod sit
Okay.
down.
So
Well, this has gotten a lot bigger than I thought it would when we all first met.
Yeah,
yeah, that's weird.
that a kraken was big.
So, we're killing this lady, right?
I mean, I almost died going up against a vampire. I'm not sure we're quite ready to go up against what even is she, God?
But see, so that was one. First of all, you did get away. Huge props there. Two, that was by yourself. Like, if the rest of us were there, who knows how that could have gone?
Fair.
If we stay together, I think you're wildly underestimating your own abilities, Belroth, as well as those of the ones around you.
Also, you were already a bit hurt, weren't you? So, I mean, of course something that's not hurt would beat you. If
And
you are hurt.
To be fair, if anyone's going to be a judge of the lady's powers, why not be it the one who drew his from her? If Terry thinks we can do it, why not? That's just my piece.
I lost.
He's just like starts scrubbing.
Yeah.
he's
I
out
feel
of
like-
the conversation. I said my piece,
Yeah.
and I'm like now finger picking.
I feel like Belroth could be swayed either way because, like, A, he wants to fight, but B, he also wants to protect. So, like, he will put protection before fighting if he has to. Like, if the others don't feel comfortable doing it, he'll probably side with them. But if more of them are like, hey, yeah, I think we can do it. If there's a chance that they can do it, like, he'd be like, fuck yeah, let's fight. But yeah.
I lost my entire family to the lady. Not to her brute strength, but to the strange magnetism that pulls people towards her. I don't know that it's responsible to put all of you in such danger.
Lady's a bitch, I'll tell you that much.
I'll drink to that. Belroth takes a sip out of the pitcher.
Terry picks up the big mug as well and picks it up. It's basically a pitcher to him. Ah!
Oh.
Well, I'd argue if you think that if she was if your family was killed by her strange allure or whatever, then maybe it would be the responsible thing to remove it, you know?
My family wasn't killed by her strange allure. They nearly killed me in its name.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
And I
glad
was
you're
only
here.
a child. Thank you,
oh,
Seth.
that's fucked up.
Fuck
those guys.
Who would work with her?
I thought my parents were bad.
Belroth looks extremely disturbed right now. Just like, I think he would probably hug Nemalia if they were sitting next to each other. And he doesn't really hug.
Nemalia is giving that look right now of like, do not touch.
Yeah, so no.
Like her,
No hugs.
she has like little, like tiny, maybe little rings that are kind of turning like a little bit green. You know how octopus can kind of
Yeah.
like change their color? She's giving that like, do not touch kind of warning.
Yeah.
I love that.
If all of you are brave enough to face that kind of danger, of course, I would never abandon you. But I do have that fear that goes beyond it's a fear that is nearly beyond my own comprehension to face against something so otherworldly. Although are so brave and loyal, Terry did best her. Maybe there's hope.
She
I feel
does
like
that.
our Discord vote is like falling apart now.
Right?
Yeah.
I
It didn't
mean,
really make sense for me, but
Yeah.
that's why I just kind of didn't vote. Um,
Okay.
Definitely should
Is
have
there? I
talked
mean,
about this more.
I mean, and
She
we do
does
have the
have,
tactical advantage right now. If she was just
Eh.
recently defeated,
If we die, we die.
Right.
Is that in
Well-
character?
Yep.
Balrog just
Fair
looks at
enough.
her. I'm like, is she even technically alive?
can you even die?
I'm so confused.
It's easy to say that, huh?
I mean, but
Um,
honestly, he would agree. He'd be like, "Yep."
I mean, if we are going to go after her, though, we need to really prepare and cut her, like, probably surprise her or something. The element of surprise.
I'm gonna be frank. I don't really know all that much about her.
Yes, Terry, we gathered that.
Do you know much about anything, Terry?
Shut up.
He knows plenty about creepy things.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
He is a creepy thing.
Being that he is a creepy thing.
I'm good at making money and stuff.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Um,
But you didn't deny that you weren't a creepy thing.
I'm just a little guy.
I didn't say
A
you
little
weren't.
creepy guy.
A little creepy guy.
I got 2 eyes now.
This is true. It's a little less creepy.
Sen, we've all gathered around you in recent weeks. What do you think?
Well, as I said, I think that if we do want to tackle her, then we need to probably be a bit more strategic.
And you think we should?
If we do. I don't really care one way or the other. I'd rather not lose my new home in Knock. If that means going off to die, I suppose that's one thing, but
Jai, as you're playing, you notice that there seems to be someone at the bar who is paying attention to the conversation. Seems like they're kind of straining to hear over your kind of playing. You do notice attention from the other people too. They're very like, oh, that's really pleasant. Like, doing this kind of deal. Like they're, getting a little bit of that alcohol buzz and feeling the vibe. But this one half-orc in full plate armor seems to be kind of like listening in on you. Or the group, rather.
does anyone notice this?
Jai did.
Yeah, actually, Jai, while still playing, I guess would look at either Aveline or Sen, one of the two of them. I guess Sen is engaged in the conversation more than Aveline at the moment. So, just kind of a nudge at the orc, and then a nudge, like an elbow with the guitar, and then a look at the orc, and then I keep spinning like
Well-
he's like the most subtle of kind of stealth. Hey,
Is Aveline subtle in noticing, or is she typical Aveline kind of laser eyes on the guy?
No, she has no social tact at all.
You
so
immediately
she's-
see his face
she's-
turn away from the group, and you can kind
Oh
of see
no.
shadow cast over him, and he kind of punches inwards, it's that embarrassed anime move, he's just doom.
No, we're not having that. Aveline gets up and goes over to him. And
I'm
just-
going to follow because that's what I wanted to happen.
She's just like, "May I help you?"
Well, I was listening to what you were saying there.
Clearly,
You defeated the little guy defeated the lady.
More cast her out.
Hey, Rella, can I get another? She pours him another drink, and he kind of looks at you and says, "I was here at Siffords Pass when the first wave came." He drinks a bit of it and sets it down. So I resorted to retreating, making sure everyone got out safe. Unfortunately, I was supposed to hold, and Sarita has dismissed me from the house. Honorably, but I'm no longer in their service, and if what I'm hearing you folks saying is accurate, I'd like to join you.
I'm sure the others would be happy to welcome someone else. What do you think, Jai?
I can't imagine them saying no. Plus, that's a vote in my favor. And he like starts to like continues playing and like goes back to the group.
Evelyn just grabs the guy by like some of his like, I don't know, like one of his shirt or something, like the sleeve, and just kind of like trying to like drag him.
Like the pauldron. He awkwardly moves off the side of his chair and then kind of gets up like and like resists, but then kind of moves with you. And he kind of goes, carry it forward. And then kind of looks to the group as he's pulled over there, and he goes, hi.
This gentleman would like to help us.
Okay.
In what?
Do you work here, sir? I've been waiting on my wings.
You didn't order any.
As Terry says that, not looking over his shoulder to whoever's talking, everyone else is able to look at the half-orc who stands a good 7 feet tall, in full, like, shining plate armor, House Sarita's crab marker kind of on tabard over, the armor. On his back is a massive battle axe and a shield kind of crossed. He appears to be wearing kind of adamantine gauntlets that have kind of like finger, my brain's not. I know the armor word, but anyways, basically it's really ornate and very detailed and very like intricate, allowing him full articulation of motion with his fingers. And as he kind of like starts scratching his chin, the sound of the metal kind of like is sounding behind Terry, and he goes, nope. And then he looks over to the group and says, I'm Relgar. I'm one of the members of House Sarita who was stationed here when Sifrit's Pass was first attacked and the sword was taken.
Ooh.
My commander stayed where and I disobeyed his orders to make sure people got out safe. And I've got a bone to pick with this lady. I mean, if what I've been hearing is accurate, this little guy points down at Terry, said he beat her.
In more of a, like, sort of, you know how sometimes you can have, like, a personal struggle and you beat your personal demons?
You kind of...
It's more in that sense.
Oh, yeah, like, like cutting down a tree that you've been working
Terry,
on for a while.
you are being far too humble. Our friend Terry was infested with the wicked spirit of the Lady of the Deep. He himself drew from her malignant powers, and he was able to wrest her control of him away.
He kind of blinks
By
at
sheer willpower alone.
He kind of blinks at
yeah.
Amalia for a good 5 seconds. Just, well, that sounds like it's well outside my pay grade. Especially
Right?
now that I'm not even technically employed. But yeah, awesome. So you can kill her, right? He looks down at Terry. Like, he's literally kind of he's behind the chair looking straight down at you.
Maybe.
So
Never killed anything that big.
me neither. But it sounds like you've bested her, so that sounds great.
Maybe is all we've got right now.
I
mean-
suppose there's only one way to find out if I can kill her.
And that's to kill her. All right.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, like I said, I'm my name's Relgar. Relgar File Silencer, and I can help with whatever you're planning on doing. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. If you're ready to move out, I'm just gonna go finish my drink over there. And yeah.
I mean, is there still room at the table?
Yeah. How big was she?
He stops and goes, huh? Oh, I can show you. And he smiles, walks over to the bar, throws back his drink, sets it back down, and goes, Rella, go ahead and give me another. I'll be back in a minute. And then he kind of steps out the door. You see him kind of look over to his right, and Aveline, you immediately recognize that he's looking at Copper kind of curiously, and then he kind of moves past Copper, and then kind of goes just outside. Who follows
Yeah.
him?
Belroth
Zenwood.
follows him.
Amalia will
I'll go.
follow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I will as well.
So as I've explained, Sifrit's Pass is kind of like locked in between two cliff faces. The cliff faces tower about 200 feet. Inside of the cliff facings is a town, some 500 feet, apart from
Mhm.
the two cliff faces. 500 feet wide, but kind of narrowly built through, right?
Right.
At the far end, towards Ta, there's a massive stone wall that's been built and rebuilt over there with a massive darkwood gate. And behind you is a long path that leads back towards the other town, the town that you'd been to. He looks up at the cliff face and kind of points up there. And you can see these scratch marks, kind of burn marks towards the top. And he says, that was about half her height.
That's pretty big.
How high up was it?
About 200 feet.
Just like 400
That's,
feet?
He kind of looks at you
Oh.
and goes,
just small, right?
yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, as they say,
How
size
many
isn't
dragons
everything.
is that? Like Belroth is literally trying to imagine dragons stacked on top of each other and to figure out
Well, so she climbed down from up there, and she kind of descended down on that side of the town. And if you look over there, looks like most of the damage, out of character, it looks like most of the damage has basically been done kind of on one flank of the town. If you look on one side of the Red Dragon, the side that you looked on when you first came in, perfectly fine. You look at the back end of the Red Dragon, completely scorched. Solid black. Just like something very massive in heat was just kind of torching it for a long period of time. You then kind of see him kind of go, yeah, came down from there and assailed towards the wall, broke through the wall, and then slithered back up there. Say slithered, more like rumbled back up there. It was causing the earth to shake. Most people couldn't keep their footing. Then the armies came through, and Moses Sereda kind of stood against it, as we do. And locked shields, took up a phalanx right about, kind of points near the Red Dragon. And then it started spitting fire down at us. And most folks retreated. Commander told us to take a more defensible position. We did that. I saw that most of the civilian staff that had remained with us after the first attack were in danger. I abandoned my post and got out of here. It followed us for a time, too, on the cliff top. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get them to safety, but some strange thing happened then. like a blue energy field kind of erupted around us and blocked some of the fire. I still don't know where it came from, but very fortuitous.
Done a very noble thing.
Yeah, well,
You did good.
I'm sure you did your best.
I made a choice. You know, it's whatever.
Did she have any of her minions or her servants with her that you could see?
So the creatures that were coming through the wall were undead creatures. There was a dragon that attacked there. As you kind of do the math, you're like, that doesn't check out. There's no way it's the same dragon.
Was it red?
It was dark.
Fair.
And I can't really see color very well out of my left eye. I took a really solid hit in training back when I was a teenager. Long story short, my dark vision's pretty much active all the time. Shrugs. Anyway, so it came down, broke the wall, dragon, bunch of undead creatures came through the wall. There was a guy there with robes, like a spellcastery type. You know the type. And that's all I got to see before.
A filthy warlock, I'm sure.
Undoubtedly. Then we got pushed back to that other position, and that's where I abandoned my post. I didn't see much beyond that, other than the thing slithering across the cliff face, knocking rocks down towards us, and fire spitting, and yeah.
Where did it go after that?
I don't know. According to what I've heard, the trackers and scouts say that after we retreated from Sifrit's Pass and made our way back to that other town, it stayed here for a time. Atavius only knows what it wanted here. Then it disappeared. The scouts say it traveled into the forest, and since I've got nothing better to do, and you sound like you're getting ready to go kill it, kind of taps the handle of his axe.
Okay, so it sounds like we're doing this.
So we're going to hunt something that's
a god.
So, yeah, we're gonna go god hunting. Let's go.
Before we go, is there anywhere around? Since we are doing this, do we think Sereda will provide us some support, like
you already know that they
potions of healing?
Mm-mm.
They will not. Okay.
They will probably sell them to you, as they're going to be refortified here, so they might be able to do some of those. But
Would they have a blacksmith at this point?
most of their smiths are currently in active duty. They don't really have time to stop and do helpful
Repairs or
processes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we need to buy potions of healing.
Hell yeah.
That's for sure. Or can you make some?
It would take me a whole day to make them.
Wartime costs are double. So if you want to buy potions of healing, it'll be 100 gold pieces per.
Ooh.
Okay.
But it would be the same if making them ourselves.
No, it'd be less making them.
Well, I mean the same, like the normal cost to make them ourselves.
No,
Like
if you
with-
made them yourself, it would be normal. It would be 25 gold pieces per potion.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm asking for 100 gold pieces per potion here.
Right. If we purchase them.
Yeah.
But making them, it's the normal 25 per.
Well, it's 50 to buy them normally, 100 to buy
Right.
them here, 25 to make them through
Yes.
Nemalia. Right.
That's yeah.
And how many can you make in a day?
I can make 6. I could also make potions of greater healing. They'd be a little bit more. They'd be quite more expensive to make each, but they'll be more powerful.
How much? Money.
I do not remember.
125 to make a greater healing potion.
125 to make them each.
Ooh, that's
And you can make 6 of them.
I can make 6 of them.
And
Per day.
per day. Okay. So
I have right now 278 gold. So
I
that
mean, I got
covers 250.
I got a lot of gold because I haven't really spent any.
I mean, if we're willing to spend a day, then I will make the potions. Absolutely. But I don't know that we want to spend a day. I'm sorry, Steph.
How
Sorry, no, it's
many
okay. I was gonna say, do we
potions-
have a day to spend? Because
How
Probably
many
not.
potions do we want? Do we need?
I
How many
have
potions?
Considering we ran out during the last fight.
I actually have 2 regular potions and a potion of greater healing still.
I think I've got 2 regular potions.
And I'm still
And-
holding one of the healing balms as well.
Okay.
one
So
healing
we can
balm.
just buy. I could.
Well, I
like,
think the
Balroth
reason that-
and-
The reason y'all have been holding them is because you're not taking as much damage as Balroth, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that
So
is-
Balroth
So
will
how
take-
many
true.
potions does Belroth have? And I'm more than
None.
happy
None.
to buy them. How many do you want, rather?
I mean, I can buy him too. Like he's
Right.
got money.
I can buy
so-
about 100.
I can just give
So-
you some
Yeah,
of these.
I can buy like 19.
Fun fact. I make a lot of money playing at these bars. Drunk people
Really?
just throw shit at me sometimes.
You know, I need to get on that gig.
It's
Okay.
lucrative.
All right,
Yeah.
what do you guys think is reasonable for Balroth to turn into a punching bag for an elder god?
I think you should have at least 6 on you.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't really believe in gods, so
Right. Elder
You know, like-
creature.
You have
Sen-
enough to buy 6?
2.
A quick couple points. I just want to make sure we're making sure everyone kind of like pays attention to the scope. They are in wartime kind of positions, so the prices are going to be more pricey, but they do have a lot of material here now that they're setting up their camp and
Yeah.
kind of starting up the supply lines here. So throughout the day, you would be able to purchase other things. Like if there's armaments that you want to purchase, that's a possibility as well. If you're looking for uncommon magic items or lower, they probably have them. The cost will be up by 200 gold pieces, not doubled. And they also have every mundane piece of martial weaponry and also every piece of mundane siege weaponry.
Ooh.
Define siege weaponry.
They
Like
have
ballistas and
a
stuff.
number of ballistas that they might be willing to part with.
Okay.
If you're wondering
so,
how you would carry those, the Shield Guardian could very capably carry a ballista.
Could even attach it to him if we wanted to.
Aw, buddy.
He becomes a war machine
He
for
could,
us.
he could not
Hell
fire
yeah.
it, but yes, it could carry it.
Could Aveline work up like some kind of like system that he carries it, and then like I don't know, he has to like sort of
Has-
squat down and go.
Has anybody been watching Attack on Titan, like season 4 at all?
Yes.
Do you know the cart Titan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, imagine that, but instead of like a weird system of like, cannons, it's just a ballista on the back. So like,
Okay.
he just drops down on all fours, you get behind him and fire the ballista. If you were trying to set it up that way.
Is there anything I can do to buff my AC? Like items? I'm not sure like what are
No, unless you want to buy magic items. I believe both of your armor types, that would be shield and armor, are already magical.
I have adamantine
Yeah.
armor and a +1 shield.
Yeah, neither can be really upgraded. If you were wearing mundane armor, your AC would could be raised by Aveline's enhanced defense artificer infusion, but she can't do it to already magical adamantine armor.
Okay.
So if you want higher AC, you'd have to lose the crit defense.
I now have enhanced weapon though, so
Also, yeah.
Magpie, I'll try to buff you as much as I can.
And you're
Okay.
level 10 right now, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a +2 bonus she can give you to a weapon, if anybody's curious.
Okay.
She can only use her infusions on non-magical weapons. Also, I want to make sure the subtext is clear. I want to make sure you all understand what's happening here if we are continuing to move into there. Okay, it is a very harsh situation. It is a potentially deadly situation. I will not be pulling punches. Total party kill is on the table. Like, I just want to make sure that's clear. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying it is a possibility. So if you are not comfortable with that kind of thing, this may not be the direction you want to go. But I do want to make sure that, like, it will be fulfillingly challenging. It's not going to be just me trying to murder you. There will be opportunity for you to shine, just so long as you are sharp and pay attention.
I'm not good at paying attention.
I believe in you. I've always had.
I mean,
Oh,
I'll
yes.
cry. I'll
Elizabeth.
cry if Belroth dies, but this is literally what he lives for. So
I'll
I
say that Terry has a lot of spirit.
he's got a lot of something.
And when
Terry
he dies,
just
he
have-
will be
has a
lot of
nose.
his spirit.
is that what they call that?
Like, no sense of self-preservation.
That's fair.
Another thing too, I want to make sure if your character, this is obviously as players, there's a democratic process that we're engaging in here.
Right.
But as individuals and characters, there may be a non-democratic option that you might be thinking in your head. If your character is not willing to go on a death mission or would run away from it if the chips are down, don't play against that. I do want to make sure you are playing your character to the fullest. Again, it's going to be a tense situation. If you're going for it, you need to do the homework. Like, it's good that you're dropping down abilities, Aveline. It's good that you're focusing on what you have available, what potions you have. It's certainly going to be an effort. You need to bring your absolute best. And to also help you with your planning process, Relgar is a fighter. He is not a player character class. He is an NPC. And basically he operates outside of the gladiator template. Except that he has an axe.
I think it might be a good, because my +2 longsword is basically broken right now. It might be a good idea for me. I have a vicious longsword from House Sereda, but it might be a good idea for me to get like just a regular longsword.
Okay, and if you get a regular longsword, Aveline can use one of her infusions to make it a +2 longsword.
That's what I was thinking, and that way I have like a backup weapon in case I like beef it a bunch of times.
For sure.
And break shit.
I will say that for Sen, they will go if everyone else wants to go, but they will absolutely bolt if it's not strategic. Like, if we're just gonna go in head first, they out. Like, we need to like plan. They're not like frontline kind of people.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't clear.
Well, and,
Terry
like-
is sorry.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say that Belroth, like, I know, like, normally he's like that very much like pushed through to the end, but like if they are in a situation where like retreating is the best option, he will hold the line until everyone's out and then run. Like, he's not gonna die on that hill if the rest of the team is running, but like,
right. I just feel like
yeah.
if we're doing this, we're gonna end up like we're doing it or we're not doing it sort of thing,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
yeah.
There's not gonna really likely there's not going to be a retreat with a 400-foot lady.
Right. We can't run fast enough for that.
Pretty sure, like, even though, like, what I've learned with the current Friday group, Goliaths, even though they are at least a foot taller minimum than humans, they are slow as fuck. But I don't expect a 400-foot lady to be slow as fuck.
If you ask Relgar, he says, yeah, she was keeping up with us, no problem. She was actually getting in front of us a couple points. But once that weird shield started appearing, she backed off.
Do we know where
Maybe
the
we
shield came from?
Yeah,
Hold
can
on.
we like look
Real
into
quick,
that?
Stephanie asked me a question aside. No, because you're casting a cantrip from your hand. It's a bit different. But if you're looking for a way of enhancing your attack potential with that ability, I believe you should have... Let me check here. Let me actually read Arcane Firearm. Bear with me here.
The other problem for me
No,
is that I have. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
correction. Yes. Yes. Yes, you can. You can put it in your hand, but it can affect all of your spells, not just. So
Oh, so it affects
When-
cantrips too?
when you use your Arcane Firearm as a spellcasting focus for Artificer spells, when you cast Artificer spells through the firearm, roll a d8 and you gain a bonus to one of the spell's damage rolls equal to the number rolled. So basically, if you're... Because we've discussed that your hand is basically a gun that shoots firebolts, I'm okay with that being the focus, and you're basically going to like change what comes out of it if you're casting other spells out of it,
Mhm.
but you're using it as the focus.
Right. And so I can give myself some cool tattoos.
Yeah. I was also thinking too, like if you could like your arm like splits open and inside there's like a core inside that you shift to
Ooh,
change
yeah.
the spell and then fire out.
That's some Wakanda shit right there.
Yeah. Like just breaks open inside, you kind of twist and like
Well, that's just some like Samus shit.
yeah. That's what I was kind of going for. More Samus Aran. Yeah.
What time of day is it?
It's mid-morning. I believe you got here pretty early.
Okay, so I have
We're morning
opportunity.
drinking.
Yeah.
I have opportunity to prepare spells then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And you're pretty sure that you're not just going to go out there and then it's going to be like, you're walking through the mist wall and fighting them. It's definitely going to be like a build-up. But you'll have time.
Right.
You'll have time.
Sure.
5 minutes later. Prepare the right spells.
5 minutes later, Blue Dragon.
If you're talking about it, if you ask Relgar says the scouts believe that she's probably going to ground, not running off into the wilds for any purpose. That's where the group came from. So it's a fair assumption that they might have been ready to retreat because they knew that Sereda was bringing its full force. They knew this wasn't a safe place to fight. I mean, if the creature was found inside the mountains, our artillerists could have knocked these mountains down onto her and crushed the entire town no problem. And those of you who are from Nock know House Sereda isn't just a bunch of guys in metal armor with shields and swords. And Aveline, you would know too that like a lot of the houses that are more technically minded give to House Sereda munitions, like cannons, like, massive long-range artillery weapons. So it wouldn't have... If this fight was set for a long time, longer than the 6th day that it was, this could have turned into, like, trench warfare kind of craziness. Explosions and the like.
All right. Terry is very much in favor of tracking her down. He wants to get back at her, if that's not obvious. Oh, Terry is going to turn to Relgar and be like, do you think anybody in your party might know who put up that blue shield or something?
Nobody saw. I asked if it was somebody. A couple of the people thought that it was like a divine thing. Oh, very cool.
Like
Oh,
one of
yeah.
your gods.
I forget what that kind of crack fusing is called, where they fill it in with gold.
The like
Mhm.
keen something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Japanese technique. I love it. Yeah, that's great.
Mm.
I love that for Evelyn. Great.
Maybe we could find who was able to make that shield. That we could ask them to give us some help.
Again, I don't know if it was a person. You know,
What god
we-
to pray
we
to?
could
I don't
Ask
know.
a god to give us some help, right?
I'll be honest. I don't really do religion much.
Nah, me neither.
But
Same.
depending on the situation, I might pray. You know, I might pray to the triumvirate. You know, just depends on the situation. I prayed to Halloween a couple of times for protection during the act. I've
The act.
Are you? Why do you ask? Why do you pray for a god for protection?
he kind of looks over at Amalia and kind of goes, I'm sorry, never mind, and you see him kind of like sweat drop and he kind of like looks confused.
Aw. Poor baby.
Soldier man forgot company he's in.
Give him that old like mom eyebrow.
Balrog, as a soldiering type, you understand that some people will pray to Alwyn, the goddess of life and fertility and birthing and the like, for protection against that during engagements with the other sex.
It's the good old
Or
pull and
more.
pray, girl. The good
Yeah.
old pull and pray.
It is also known as the pull and pray.
No, you gotta say the
babies, no
good
babies,
old,
no
the
babies,
good
no
old
babies,
pull
no
and play,
babies, no
girl.
babies,
Good
no
old
babies,
pull
no
and
babies.
play.
Cannon.
And that's it. Moving along.
And
okay,
that's all
so
for Staple.
some like kind of
So-
out of character question, really quick.
Hmm.
Zach,
Hmm.
are you gonna be focusing on healing?
I don't know. The only real healing spell I have is Healing Word, which is really only best as a rubber band spell, not really as like a
I thought you had some other
actual
healing thing.
healing spell. No,
I thought the aura thing,
The aura.
but that doesn't heal a
yeah,
bunch.
I have a healing aura. It, like I said, it's small amounts of healing.
Okay.
It's not big amounts of healing. So if someone goes down, I can pick them back up like multiple times, but it'll only be small amounts.
Insurance.
Right, like I'm extra lives, not.
What about
Oh,
restoration?
once.
Do we think we're gonna need that?
I have greater restoration as one of my spells. So if
Okay.
someone loses a limb or something like that, I wouldn't worry about you specking that one out.
Yeah.
I think.
I also grabbed Conjure Elemental as my
Cool.
magic secret spell. So we'll have an elemental to stand up front and fucking fight too.
Okay. I'll also have some summons.
I could call upon a terrifying aberration from
Hmm.
hell or whatever.
That's on brand.
Still have that tentacle thing.
Oh yeah, the tentacles. Yeah.
I don't know. You don't think she would kind of like that?
I don't think that was her. I think that was
So that was
something
all
else.
you.
No, I think that was the tentacles. I think that's something else.
What?
So Belroth is asking. So that's all you.
Yeah. So that's a you
Yeah.
thing?
You're the tentacle freak. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. You see, she
You
just
see a kraken once and then
yeah. I was you just.
Well, blue
It's like
girl.
it's like opening up a it's like opening up a door
stop-
and then like a
stop
bunch of
saying open.
tentacles come out of the door and grab you and get all over you.
I don't need to know your fantasies or what you think about in bed.
That's
You
not
can
at
keep
all.
that
What,
to yourself.
not at
I-
all what he said. But anywho,
It happened to my buddy Dave.
Okay. I'm taking Revivify.
good call. So planning session
diamonds.
continues. What other things do you want to engage in? So Aveline, how many infusions do you have? Nemalia, you're preparing your spells. Is there anything else functionally that you can kind of add or start it to the day with? Jai, you're obviously going to be kind of a limited healing effect, but there, and Greater Restoration is one you were thinking about preparing. Sen, you sneak attack. Balroth, you hit stuff. Terry, is there any spells that you have that might be kind of functionally important for the conflict?
Oh boy, I mean, I've I can do the
You can also
tentacle
change.
thing.
You can also change your patron features
I know.
to benefit you here too.
I can maybe do like I can do a little bit of healing if needed.
Nah.
Nah. Leave the healing to Nemalia.
But what if you go down?
Right. That's what I'm for.
Ah, fair. Good call.
Look, if Nemalia goes down, game over.
That's
Okay.
true.
If Nemalia goes
Nemalia
down,
goes
that's
down,
why I'm
everyone's-
there.
Nemalia is like way too critical.
There's no way in
Taps
hell
out.
that Balroth would he would die before she went down. Like legitimately die.
Oh.
My dad never even got to officially adopt you.
I know.
Oh,
This is always the dynamic between me and Magpie whenever we play.
I actually don't know how many infusions I have. I think I have one on Sen and one on Terry. And then, or is that different?
You have
Oh,
repeat,
yeah.
you have repeating shot on Terry's pistol, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we did. And then
And then what was the other one?
My crossbow.
Sen's crossbow.
Sense crossbow doesn't count. We said that was permanified.
Oh, okay. So we're only at Terry then.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yes, we
And
do.
then I can't find where to see like how many I can actually
Sure.
do it.
So according to the chart, 5th level, you would have a total of 8 infusions that you know,
Mhm.
and a total of 4 infusions that you can have active at one time.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh.
Okay. So I'm definitely gonna do the arcane firearm to my arm.
And real quick note, you would have gained 2 new infusions at this new level, so you may want to look into, because there are some infusions that have level requirements,
Mhm.
and 10th level is kind of like a pretty decent middle ground level, which might be somewhere where stuff is. I'm looking at the art. If you type in artificer infusions, it'll bring up a clickable that gives you options. There's a couple of different things like Boots of Winding Path, which gives someone the ability to teleport 15 feet as a bonus action.
Oh, I already selected the ones when I leveled.
Oh, you
my
already did?
character.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Then you already know what you got then. Just let them know
Yeah.
what you've got. And what you can do. Yeah, it looks like there were a couple replicable items that were only available at 10th level, but I don't know if any of these are really great for you. Anyways, you have your choices. Let them know what they got or what's available.
Okay. Oh shoot. I can do enhanced defense, enhanced weapon, repeating shot. What is this one? Nope. Arcane firearm.
Which is more for you than anybody else.
Yeah. Enhanced. No, wait. Is that? Yeah, this can be. Enhanced arcane focus. And
That would work for Jai.
Nah, I have
Yeah,
my instrument thing.
That
I
would
wouldn't
work for
trade that.
Terry, though, no?
I'd lose a bunch of spells.
it could, but I think Terry has her out of the pack keeper.
I do.
Oh, okay.
And that was it.
Okay, so I would definitely need the enhanced weapon or whatever.
Yeah.
A quick note too, at 10th level you can also switch out old ones if you didn't want to keep them. So if you wanted to get rid of the arcane focus or things that you're not sure about for other stuff, The only reason I'm suggesting that is because I just double checked the listing of replicable items. There are a couple that are pretty good on second thought. Gauntlets of Overpower. If you want to grant somebody a 19 strength. I know that that's not going to help Belroth, but other people might benefit from that. Slippers of Spider Climb are pretty cool. They allow somebody to kind of maneuver a little bit differently than they might not be able to. Winged Boots gives somebody a fly speed. So you can make somebody capable of flying. There's a couple of good options on that 10th level listing. I'll post that list after that cat. That pork chop.
Aw.
Tubby little,
He's so cute.
tubby little man.
I'm gonna eat him.
Mm.
Yum.
Slurp.
Oh, ham. It's not even Christmas.
You had said before that the adamantine armor provides some sort of critical.
You
hit
are immune to
something?
critical hits.
Okay. I don't think I've been functioning that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you been taking that? Okay. All right.
Well, we know for sure we want to do what? Enhance something.
Weapon.
Enhanced weapon,
Do you-
for sure, yeah.
Okay. And then I want to do
Arcane
arcane firearm. And I can do one more. I could do enhanced defense on somebody.
Well, that's 2 so far. Then you have the repeating shot on Terry's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then
So one more.
one more.
right?
That's right. Yeah.
Which, honestly, if you needed to take the repeating shot off of mine,
If you buy a ballista, you could put repeating shot on it.
Ooh.
How much are those?
So a ballista will cost you 1,000 gold pieces.
What's the
One of my
skill to
questions-
use a ballista?
There is no skill involved in using a ballista, but
Is there a
never
strength minimum?
We found a job for Jai.
you never add your proficiency bonus. You use their dexterity score when firing a ballista. For
Oh.
aim.
So I will not be firing.
I could fire. I got
Put
19
Sen
on
on-
that.
You don't get sneak attack with it.
I've got half.
I don't want it.
Dexterity.
Honestly,
Well, Jai's probably
Terry
got
pilots the copper.
Jai's probably
ballista.
got good dexterity too, right?
16.
Yeah, you good.
yeah, and
that
if
would
you
be
put repeating shot on it, it'd be a +4 total. on the
Fuck
attack roll.
yeah.
Ah, take a repeating shot off my gun and put it on a bigger gun.
All right,
Okay.
let's.
That's going to do probably more damage than anything Jai can do.
Yeah.
3d10.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I mean, I can do I have one spell that I can use 3 times.
fair, fair, fair.
Then I'm shit out of luck. I'm better off using the ballista.
You can ride on copper
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
and just ride him like a mech into battle.
Yeah.
Bo bo bo.
I trust
Like
you,
that.
Jai.
This is my Gundam.
Yeah.
He is.
Jaya's novel.
Oh my gosh.
The prismatic.
It has gone
comet.
in a really unexpected and beautiful direction. I love that.
All right.
All right, so,
so
we dropping gold on that, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So buy
I
a
can help with
buy a
that.
ballista. Let's attach it to copper. Jai can pilot copper into battle.
You still have one more infusion.
I do. Yes.
Can I get an AC boost?
Enhanced defense.
Oh, defense. Yeah,
+2, I believe. Can you click? Can you
Yay!
click that
that would be
infusion out
good.
for me?
Can I
Yeah.
do-
I actually need
Oh.
to. Yeah, it is +2 at 10th level. So you need to have it on
Nice.
either a mundane suit of armor or a mundane shield.
Yeah, I already have a +1 suit of armor, so I'm good.
One
Thank
sec,
you,
guys.
Jeff.
Be right back.
I have to have a +1 shield.
No. You have to have
No,
a
you have to have a-
mundane.
Plain Oh, shield okay. Yeah, or yeah, a yeah. plain suit of armor, a non-magical suit of armor.
Are you
So like a
wearing?
buckler.
Are you wearing armor already?
I have like a shitty studded leather armor.
Your studded leather is now a +2 suit of studded leather armor.
Yeah. Nice.
She doesn't make the armor for you. She updates the armor that you're wearing, and how she does that is up to her.
Ooh.
Um,
How does she do it?
Let me think about this.
Well, you obviously have to have helpers. So someone's helping you as you're kind of like tinkering away on these items.
Yeah, who's going over my shoulder?
I feel like it.
No. It's like someone that I've been hiding in the wings, waiting to be introduced, is wanting to help you.
Oh, all right. I got you. Okay. Yeah, let's have good old Piddlewick 2.0 come out.
Oh, thank God.
So as she's working on the ballista, she's preparing the studded leather suit, getting everything ready. Down from the top of Copper, you see this cat descend down. Looks like it's made out of artifice. It doesn't look like it's an actual cat, but it moves
Kitty!
very lithely. When you look at the cat dead on, you realize that its face is actually more humanoid than feline. It almost looks like a small child's face.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
No. Like Belroth literally was like, "Oh, cat!" And like goes towards it, and then it's like, "Oh, no."
I believe the doodles are, I think, the most recent one.
Here, I got it.
Yeah, posted in the Discord for them. Those at home.
Yeah, he's literally like, Aveline, what is that?
Jai doesn't skip a beat and like reaches down, like scratches under its weird face. And it's like, hello.
It seems to be coming down with tools, and it's like wrapped in its tail or kind of caught in the paw, like in an unnatural kind of holding position, and depositing them into Aveline's hand as she's kind of working the arcane artifice onto the ballista, making it prepared. And then as you see her do the test fire, you see the cat kind of lazily kind of drop near the ballista as like the ballista fills with a force bolt and then fires into the side of the cliff.
I was having such a nice day.
And it's your favorite.
My favorite nephew. Thanks. I
My
love
boy, he survived the mists.
An avocado. Thanks.
An avocado. Thanks.
Piddlewick. Thanks.
It's adorable.
Belroth is extremely disturbed right now. He's just like,
Terry,
why?
Terry loves this thing. He's just like, oh, what do we have here?
I'm sure you would.
As she's preparing the enhanced weapon, you can see every so often she's kind of like stroking this brush across the blade of the sword, and you see teapots are kind of like drop this kind of weird blue liquid onto the blade that she starts kind of moving into the grooves of the steel. It starts to kind of glow with blue energy, and she passes it off to Belroth. The studded leather, it's up to you how you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I was
Amalia will try to feed the cat like a little anchovy.
It eats it.
Where does it go?
As it jumps away, you can hear like kind of like a anchovy on the inside of a
I hate it.
a construct kind of sound.
Just slap.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. Oh my God, that armor is iconic.
So she would use kind of a series of tools, mostly arcane kind of dyes on the leather, and you can actually see like her testing the material and with strips of it kind of becoming annoyed as it's not like up to her standards. And then once it gets to a point where it's like perfect, you can see that she's unable to kind of tear it. It becomes like absolutely impenetrable.
Amazing.
And then for my arcane firearm, I'm actually going to carve like sigils into the porcelain of my arm, and then kind of like fill it in with like gold leaf, like the Kinraku, like the teapots and stuff that get put back together with the gold. And then just kind of like make it look pretty with like paint and stuff.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Are there maps around here that Sin could look at?
No, there are no maps of the immediate area other than the map of the world as you have it.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much there aren't going to be maps of Ta either, because it's kind of an
Right.
untraversed area.
But would there be like a world map that Sin could look at?
Oh, are you
The
wanting
area?
to look what's left?
Well, I mean, just so, because Sin roughly knows based on word of what direction. This is more of like a, I know what it looks like as the player, but Sin kind of knows, but needs like a visual.
There's no visual kind of placement. What is described to you is that Ta ends at the marches. Beyond
Yeah.
the marches are the wildlands, and then
Yeah.
the wildlands continue on to Munio, westernmost Munio, which is known as
Yeah, yeah,
Mudis. And if you watch the Sunday game at all, Mudis is the region that they're from.
Mm-hmm. But that also didn't answer my question.
What is your question? What are you trying to glean?
And is Sin able to find a map so Sin can know what I know?
So I can't say that there would be any maps present here. It does not make
Okay.
sense in my head why there would be a
That's
map of the
fine.
world at a war site that
Or the region?
not even that.
Okay.
It would be very kind of focused on this specific area if there are any maps at all, and they would be in the
Okay.
command tent as it stands.
Gotcha.
I just don't see that being kind of. But what do you think you know that I am not understanding that you know, so I can know what you know?
Well, Sin knows what direction they are, but Sin has no idea what shape this lake is.
Gotcha.
So
No,
Sin doesn't
you
know
would have
that
a map.
Ranzin is
You would
over
have
here.
this map. This map everyone
Okay.
would basically have. This is kind
Okay.
of like something that's standard here in the city. So if this map is what you're curious about,
Yes.
yes, you'd have that.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Okay. I thought you were wondering what's beyond the marches. Okay.
No. I just need this. I want to know this area.
Yeah, and the map that you have with all the indicators are indicators that either your character has put on there or that are already kind of on there already.
Gotcha. Great. Perfect. That's all I needed.
No problem. Glad we made it to that agreement. Anybody else have any preparatory work they want to do?
No.
If there's a Pearl of Power available, will someone spot Namalia?
Is it an
Yeah.
uncommon magic item?
Yeah,
700 gold.
All right. What you
Sun
need?
could spot.
I need 500.
I could do that. Done.
Thank you. Ooh, Pearl of Power, very appropriate for the campaign.
Dude.
It strangely is the exact same size as Terry's eye used to be.
God damn it.
You mean we could have plucked his eye out this whole time?
What color is it?
It's a pearl, so pearlescent.
Ah, dang it.
Oh, there's pink and purple pearls out there. Is it kind of whitish?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We good?
Any other preparatory stuff that you want to go about?
Nope.
Okay.
Terry's ready to go.
Yeah, dude, let's get this TBK on.
So
Yeah.
if you kind of move up towards the walls, hold on, let me do a quick thing here. Do. If you move out towards the walls, the House Rada seems to have instruction to allow you clearance to move past it or move about the wall with full liberties. You move up to the walls if you're wanting to kind of scout ahead, see out kind of beyond the wall before you move out to the wall. And if a lot of you kind of, well, this is not the one I want. That's the one I want. That's more ominous. Right? Yeah, perfect. So you look out over the wall and you can see that there is quite a large number of trees that have been displaced by something very large moving through. the space. I know some of you aren't familiar with the lady's movements. Some of you in other games are very familiar with the lady's movements look like. But to describe it, it looks like there is ground that has basically been cleared. The tree line around it seems to have been scarred with fire. And the ground looks like it has blade marks through it, like something was pulling it with these very sharp barbs that are attached to the sides of a worm-like creature. If you're familiar with the movie Tremors, the lady moves very similarly to like that creature, except that the barbs are pitch hot. And it has 3 mouths, and one of the mouths has a tongue that is a woman.
I am familiar with that.
Yeah, that's.
Gross.
I'm sure you are.
Oh!
Got him! Everybody point at Terry and laugh at him.
No.
Rogar's like this?
Everyone's already laughing.
Am I a part of the group now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome.
If you laugh at Terry, you're
Any fighter is like immediately Belros's friend. Like he's just like, yeah, okay.
All right.
An idiot.
If you actually pay attention to Relgar as he's kind of suited up and getting ready to travel, you would notice that his shield is now a bit more visible, and you notice that it has a House Sereda marker on it, but it also has a number of other markers which are honorifics. Belroth, if you'd like to make a history check, even if you don't have it trained, to kind of like tell what those might mean, you can. What'd you get?
13?
You're pretty sure you don't understand what each of them means, but they're basically badges of honor that are applied to a frontlinesman's shield when they do deeds in combat. He has at least a dozen of them, so he is not a wet behind the ears kind of fighter type. He appears
Okay,
to...
so he's Belros's best friend.
He seems to have seen a number of conflicts. So yeah. But yeah.
Give enough time, they might get engaged.
All right.
You.
A new suitor for you.
Sorry, Johan.
I ship it.
I don't love all this competition.
Right?
You got time to earn some badges too, Jai.
Just need to be more martial, less
Nah.
musical. But you can
Protect
very
the squish.
Thanks
clearly
both.
see the path this creature went on. If following the creature is your goal, there's really no way you can fuck it up. It literally drew a road to the
Right.
ground for you.
I feel like we should follow it for a ways until we can figure out like where it's going and then try and get around it, like flank it. If we can.
Try to be sneaky.
Yeah.
Okay.
And jump out and go, surprise! No, we won't do that.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Please.
Yes, we have to say it that way. We'll have Terry say it.
Surprise! Like that?
Yeah.
So if you continue on for a time, I need you to roll two d20s for random encounter potential.
Who's rolling it?
We
I
got.
Oh.
How about 4?
You said a 4?
Yeah. No, we got 15. Okay, I don't know who's do we want to use.
Go you just
We got
you roll
15 and
first.
1.
Okay. Ooh. Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
Just kill us all before we
Oh.
Oh.
Roll a d100.
Oh, boy. Oh.
38.
Ha.
Oh, 35. 35
Oh, it
got
was
him
the first
first.
one that got rolled, so it's
Yeah,
35.
35.
That would have been the most amazing thing, Stephanie, if you'd rolled a 1 at that moment. That would have been...
No.
Oh man.
Would the lady just like
No,
fall down from the sky?
no. Kelder would have shown up.
what?
It's a Kelder.
So one of the
Kelder's the crazy elf.
one of the craziest one of,
Crazy.
one of the
Oh, is that the one that we were trying?
yeah. So one of the jokes we've had like throughout the game that everybody's aware of is when you
That's
wound
an elf
somebody.
assassin.
Yeah, well, not an assassin, wizard, but when you wound somebody and you
Whatever.
deal exactly enough damage to leave them with 1 hit point, we call that chatting. Chad played Kelder, so on the random encounter charts, good or bad, no matter what, if you roll a 1 on that random encounter chart, it's Kelder. Kelder shows up and does something, depending on how you rolled.
Oh.
But because you rolled bad, I have to fucking find my book.
Was he a paladin?
No, Bladesinger.
Okay, because there is. I thought it was a monster at first,
No.
so I looked up like, okay, what's a Kelder? And
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, oh god, what is it?
and I found a character sheet on D&D Beyond for a paladin named Kelder.
No, how's it spelled?
Kelder.
D-U-R. It was D-U-R. I can't find my book. I moved my shit around and I can't find
I guess
my
we're
book.
not gonna fight anything.
Incorrect.
Oh no.
You're not. Well, actually, true statement. You aren't going to fight anything. That is correct.
Disconcerting. That like disconcerting stoner chortle.
Stoner chortle.
Put me on blast.
Bro, you put yourself on blast.
Like twice.
So as you advance, you see up ahead there appears to be like a hill in the distance, strangely kind of in the middle of the road that you're kind of following, kind of across the sides, kind of looking at it strangely, and you realize it's not a hill at all. It's a form that seems to be blocking your pass. It appears to be massive, brown, covered with barbs that are still smoking at the tips, and it appears very much to be very long and big, but it doesn't appear to be moving. It looks like the butt end of the thing I've described to everyone so far, the Lady of the Deep.
But it's not moving.
It is not moving. Also, the barbs are not burning red hot as it's been described to you. They're just kind of smoking at the tips as if they're cooling off.
It's not just.
We
Is
were
it-
joking
Is she
about
playing-
encountering the Lady of the Deep.
Wait,
Is
so
she
we all we
taking a nap?
Did she molt?
Ooh,
you said all we
gross.
see is the back end of it. We see the rest of it.
You're looking. It's very big. It's very big, Terry. So
Terry's like the back end.
Gross.
Try fingers butthole.
No.
gain inspiration.
I already have
I knew
inspiration.
John was gonna give you
Oh,
inspiration
boy.
for that.
Give it to someone else. Give it to someone else.
Who wants inspiration?
I already got it.
I'm
me
about
already
to be
have
on
it.
that ballista, baby.
Stephanie, you get inspiration.
Oh no, it's tainted.
God dang.
I hate all of you.
911, I need an adult.
Oh,
Mom,
boy.
can you pick me up from the sleepover?
Mommy.
Ugh.
Well, Terry can't call his mom anymore. He disowned her.
Legitimate question. Like, did she molt? 'Cause, like,
He's his own
You're-
daddy now,
You're
so
looking at it. You're kind of like walking down into place. Relgar's got his shield like in defense, and you're sitting there watching it. It's not moving. And
You
like
go
I said,
touch it. Shoves Terry.
you can see the barbs of it kind of like cooling off. In the time that you're sitting there waiting, if you take too long, the steam starts smoking from it as if like it's cooled off to a point of, still hot to the touch, but not like, still emanating heat.
can I send Pedalwick 2.0 over there to kind of look and see
Yeah, it acts as your familiar, so you can kind of like move through it and kind of see through it. And as you do so, you kind of look around you scout around the thing, and you'll note that the three mouths seem to be broken open wide, like the jaws kind of segmented, and it looks like all of the tongues are kind of spilled out and kind of oozing on the ground there, slowly kind of like liquefying into the grass and such, and the forest ahead of it. The forest was not burnt out in front of the creature.
Is there any
She
roll
died?
that we can make to see if she died?
Yeah, like what? I don't know what to make of this.
You can also see through the eyes of the homunculus that up ahead of it, there looks like there's kind of footprints, tracks, pretty noticeable tracks, of a pretty massive force that's moved into the forest and kind of broken branches and kind of passed through, like as if they kind of moved around her.
So, did she molt?
Maybe she's the Gundam.
Gundam.
Was she that
Did-
heartbroken over Terry?
So
Is there any way we're gonna know this, or you just? I don't
can
know.
I do like a
You're asking me questions, so I'm not giving you answers.
I guess
because
Terry is like, I'll go touch it, I guess.
if you kind of move around to the front, what you'll see
Yeah.
is that the three mouths, like I said, are open, splayed out. Tongues are kind of melting like oozes kind of into the ground. Very slow process. The main tongue looks like there is a segment that is lady-shaped that has been pulled out of the tongue and removed.
Oh.
Where
Almost like
is it?
a form, like a jello mold form, and like a lady was pulled out of that spot.
Oh, I don't like that.
So
Oh,
all we
she's
see
out
is
there.
the mold, not the lady
The
that's
tongue.
in the mold.
And the mold that was basically kind of like where a lady would be.
her capsule,
Well, that was
Oh,
incredibly anticlimactic.
right?
She's out
Like,
there walking around.
So is this just like her?
So can I see if there's any like tracks around the head of this beast?
Yeah, there are none that seem to be kind of like lady footprints. It looks like there was
No.
an army that kind of moved around this area, and you really can't tell, but it does look like they kind of operated around that tongue specifically and then maneuvered away from it.
Okay. But we can like follow it because obviously it's like several.
Yeah, it's like it's a
People.
lot of people. There's a lot of people here.
Okay. All right,
All
I
right.
guess.
Let's go.
You're kind of looking at the situation. Is there any other questions you want to ask about this carcass?
Is there anything useful on her?
Yeah.
Ooze looks pretty acidic, to be fair. Slowly cooling barbs. Is there anything is there any questions that you have about it?
Does it look like there's weapon damage to it, and what kind of weapon damage that we could determine? Are there any like arrows in it or any ammunition left?
There are no signs of wounds on the creature or the
Is
carcass.
this like some sort of butterfly bullshit?
That's what I'm
Oh,
wondering.
no.
Like, that's,
Oh no, she's reached her final form.
she molted. I'm telling you.
It's Genova.
Oh no, not Genova. Can I make a? Can I just like make a nature roll for shits
Sure.
and see if? Okay, never mind.
No.
Oh
Okay.
Namalia is like just moments away from like taking a bite out of like a little flap. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't.
no.
How about
Um,
no?
It looks delicious.
Do we want to wait for me to ritual cast detect magic to see if we sense anything or no?
To save you time, this thing does appear to be emanating with magic, but it does appear to be a lingering effect.
That there's nothing like there's not a little shining star on the inside of it of a different kind of magic or anything like that.
Do you want to look inside of its maw?
I mean, a part of me does.
Well, is that the part that's currently playing Jai?
I mean, honestly, Jack could just be like, "Hey, can you go cut that out for me?" And like, Goth being okay, whatever.
I guess the first thing he would do is like test the acidity of the ooze. Like, if I put a little piece of cloth in it, does it burn off?
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna try checking inside of it.
It's gory and gross. It definitely has a certain kind of Nickelodeon kind of vibe to it. It's definitely a slog, but as you kind of start looking into the maw and staring into it, if you're kind of looking into it with dark vision, is that right?
Mhm.
You don't really see much of anything. You kind of see some strange organic bits. Nothing really too much. You definitely feel like you're not getting a lot, and that might be due to the fact that dark vision is like a colorless affair.
Right.
Do you want to do anything else besides that? Anything to maybe augment your vision here?
I don't have any means of creating light in but if he yells back, does anyone have a torch?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I have like 10 of them for some reason.
Sticks a hand out behind him, like he doesn't turn to look. He just
Torch.
Oh, I actually have light now. Like I can just cast light.
Oh, well then if you can cast light, by all means. I don't know if this thing is flammable.
Here, put your hand out, and I'll touch your hand, and your hand is a source of light.
Cool.
Useful.
Okay, you kind of move in, with the gloved hand, kind of moving in there, and you can see into the dark, and basically it's just a prismatic dance of colors. Looks like there are kind of tonsils segments that appear to be kind of calcified with these crystals. Every single one of them seems to glow brightly. And from what you can tell, one of them seems to be kind of larger than the others. And it seems to be kind of glowing with this really just beautiful, like pale green. Whereas the others are all different kind of colors, but this pale green gemstone seems to kind of catch your eye the most.
I have a dagger. Can I try and...
Yeah, you move over, you kind of start moving at it, and the other gemstones kind of break apart easily, but this pale green kind of segment prism kind of breaks free. You're kind of holding it in your hand and looking at it, and you can just realize, from storytelling, you already know what it is. It is a very legendary item that is hard to craft, but apparently seems to be growing just mundanely in this thing's throat. This is an Ioun stone, which is a very powerful source of magic. This specifically is an Ioun stone of mastery, based on its coloration and formation. What that means is once you loose it around the person and they attune to it, grants them a +1 bonus to their proficiency bonus.
Oh.
Which is really great for like people who use a lot of skills, or just anybody who attacks, any kind of thing.
I know someone who could use it.
It's good for everyone. It's just a good item.
Nice.
Yeah, Jai is basically stunned. Just like, this seems too nice for him to have, and just walks out with it in his palm. So all 5 of you can see it, and says, you know what that is?
Nope.
That's it's a lot
I
of
could
power.
sell for a lot.
I don't think we should sell it.
I think it's worth more than the money it's worth.
I don't
Is
know.
it
if
useful?
could
You
put
said
a
it's
like,
price
what-
on it.
magical?
Is it Is it magic?
Oh,
it
it's
must
very
be magic. I don't know what the hell it is. Everyone else does. It must be magic, right, son?
John,
Yeah.
do you explain it? Do you explain
Yeah.
it?
Oh
to
yeah.
them?
Yeah. I explained it to them.
If you want to go ahead in the compendium and type in Ioun Stone and then look up the one for mastery, you basically are told exactly that by Jai. And Namalia, seeing it very similarly to Jai, you realize exactly what it is. And you're also realizing, like, this form seems to be more than just a big worm. It seems to be kind of a source of pure magic.
Wait, was the lady using this? Is that why there was all the pearls?
And be honest, I have no idea what she was doing with the pearls. I didn't find any of them.
Um,
I think that's
Can
why
we-
she sort of dumped me.
I wasn't good at my job.
no, if you don't know what to do with a lady's pearls, then that's probably a good reason to get dumped. Anyway,
I
can we
had sold a
destroy
lot of
this?
pearls, people.
God.
Do we destroy it? No.
What
Are you
is
talking about the
wrong with
corpse?
us?
Yeah, the corpse.
Potions to the corpse? Or did you mean the stone?
Is that all of was there other stuff in there?
No.
Okay.
Like some gemstones, probably worth a couple, 100 gold pieces. Maybe 1,000 or
Take
so.
those.
Yeah, if you go in there or have Jai bring them out, that's fine. But the
Either.
main important part is the Ioun Stone of Mastery.
Sen's gotta get back in their jewelry game.
Okay.
Keep up appearances.
Can we destroy can we set fire to it? Can we?
The corpse?
It
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
seems to be very flame retardant
Yeah.
based on its nature. It seems like it's kind of dissolving as it stands.
Oh,
Okay, so it's
then
probably
fine.
okay. It's
It'll
It's
take
already-
time. but
It'll
yeah.
take care of itself.
yeah.
like a
It'll
type, Right?
it's already discarded.
But doesn't
Namalia
change.
will hold out her hands, and out of her gills, all these spores will just pour out of her as she kind of seeds it to speed up the decay process
Very good.
and to sort of cleanse it, because who knows what kind of impact it'll have on the local environment.
That's fair.
Looks pretty toxic.
Throw it in the trash.
I'm the trash man.
Is
the trash.
Sen, you're taking the stone, right?
I'm taking the gems.
The gems. Okay, so where do we think a +1 is going to be most useful?
Can't we?
Probably-
It doesn't have to be a final decision. We can
It's an
Yeah.
attunement
be like,
item,
hey.
so you kind of
It's
want
an
to.
attunement, yeah.
You have to
Oh.
attune.
Okay, but we can trade it around if we need to.
Not really.
Not in the middle of a fight.
Oh
Yeah.
well, yeah, but
Once a
like,
fight starts,
Yeah, we need to decide who's going to use it now.
Yeah. I
Alright.
think how. Hold on, I have it right here.
because I don't think Balroth has that many
Proficiency.
items attuned, right?
Yeah. Is it the proficiency bonus is on anything,
So
right?
now, everybody's like 10th or 11th, right?
10th,
Where,
yeah.
where do I see this?
Your proficiency bonus should be around 4. If I'm
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So, with that being said, if you attune to this item, your proficiency bonus will be a 5. Now, what that means is your attack bonus is +1. If you're a spellcaster, your spell save DC is +1. If you are a skill user, your skills increase by +1. If you have a feature that allows you to double your skill or proficiency, it's doubled after the +1, which means that you would have a +10 instead of a +8 to stealth and stuff like that if you're expertising. It's just dependent on how you want to operate. What you feel is the thing that you need to kind of bolster with this gemstone.
You said earlier I can't apply proficiency to the ballista, so it
Right.
seems like if I'm going to be running the ballista, I am the least important person to have the stone.
Jai is opting out.
Yeah.
Who else is opting out?
I don't think
Uh,
Terry would get a lot of good from it.
Yeah, it's just +1 to your attacks with Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah, so not a ton out of it.
I think we
Probably.
could make Namalia's healing more potent, right?
No, proficiency
No,
bonus doesn't
it
apply
wouldn't
to
help. It wouldn't help with my healing, but it would it would make it harder to save against my debuffs like
okay.
Tangle or
Mm,
Fairy Fire, stuff like that.
right.
And it would be, and I would get better hits in case I need to fire off any hits. But I think like pretty much every turn, someone that's attacking, like Sen or Balroth, will benefit from that +1.
Mm.
Right. Balroth
Well,
attacks
and-
more and could use the
Mhm.
benefit. Sen attacks more deadly.
Yeah,
that
that's
one
what I
attack.
was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking because you
But-
have your sneak. So would that apply to your?
Flipping it around too, yeah. Belroth has no skills that Belroth's using. Sen
Yeah.
would gain a double benefit. Sen would gain the benefit of the attack
Sen.
and the
Yeah.
space.
Right.
I think it would be best
Oh,
with
so it
Sun.
would help with the attack as well.
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
attack roll would be higher by 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
Give
think
it to Sen.
logically, yeah.
Sen, you should definitely take the stone.
I don't know about all that.
I know you're not comfortable with magic, but dire times call for dire measures, as they say.
I don't want to deal with that thing floating around my head, so you can have it.
Yes, it'll float around your head, Sen. I'm sorry.
Will that affect my stealth at all?
No?
You
No.
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 No. It
No.
won't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can
That's all I care about then.
If anything, it'll improve your stealth because it ups your proficiency.
Right.
Right. That's true.
Mhm.
can
Yep.
Jai just kind of like toss it at Sen, and then it like immediately starts floating?
Assume it takes an hour.
I know, but for flavor,
I'm so sorry.
that is rude.
I apologize. I hope that you can forgive me.
Mm.
We can alley-oop it. I like flick it to send, catches it, spins it around her back, and flips it up in the air. And then
Maybe it
like
spins
that.
like
Does that
really
work?
slow,
Clock
At
tower
first.
music's just going all short mess.
and then
Starts
once
juggling
it
it.
attunes, and then once it attunes, it's like kind of faster, like I don't know.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay,
There you
fine, sure. Why
That's
not?
our canon now. You've been vetoed.
I
Sorry.
apologize.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Yep.
The rule of cool.
The rule
Yeah,
of
the
cool.
rule
That's
of
right.
cool.
That's fair. Yeah, I will grant you. That is accurate. Yes, rule of cool is very important. But yeah, that being said, if that's the case, you take a moment, you rest there, and you head on. After a fashion, you see that the army numbers. Every so often, you'll see like a body kind of laying loose on the ground, and you go to inspect it. Nemalia, you very clearly identify it's an undead that seems to have run out of necrotic energies. It is basically a vacant husk of a thing that's just fallen apart. This becomes more numerous as you proceed. It seems that the army that whatever necromancer has summoned has started to fall apart here on the grounds of the forest. But as you start to move deeper into Ta, you start to become aware of where it might be heading. There's a descent directly ahead of you. You can see down into what appears to be a bog of a thing, kind of a marshlands. This appears to be kind of east or west of the Blackavon Lake, kind of runoff that's filtered into the soil there and kind of created a marshy matter. You can also see undead not too far ahead of you that seem to be kind of locked in the bog. Looks like they've tried to press on, but they are unable to move. Nemalia, you kind of look at it interestingly because you start to realize that it looks like someone's actually formed a path with these creatures, and they've walked over them, moving through the bog by stepping on their servants and leaving them grounded in the marsh. Looks like you can find a path through without becoming bogged down.
Can we
Logs out.
kind of easily kind of bonk them and put them out of their misery
Yeah.
as we move through?
It's literally just bang experience as you're moving on through.
Okay.
What every D&D player wants.
Well,
Just
I mean,
start
I was
shooting
just,
him with crossbow.
yeah.
I mean, not to waste resources, but you know,
I'm
just
not
to,
wasting anything.
You see
Just hitting them.
just
Rel-
to bonk.
Relgar kind of go, fuck. And he kind of looks down at one of them.
What is
you-
it?
Good.
Do you know this guy?
Well, yeah, I did. Macon.
Oh,
Naked.
Macon.
Oh, naked.
I heard naked too, and I was like, oh.
I was like, wait, you knew him naked? I mean,
Then Balroth and him just start kissing.
canon.
my
My
condolences.
goodness.
Puts it out of its misery.
What is wrong with us today?
You kind of like stand over it, Aveline, and you say sorry, and that for your loss, and then kind of shoot it with a firebolt, blasting it in the face, kind of watching its body kind of burn into the bog, and you can just watch him staring at it as it's like burning, like slowly stops moving, becomes ash, or like burned flesh, and he just watches it the whole time. Looks over to Terry and says, "Really hope you've got what it takes." And then you kind of start trudging along through the swamp.
So do I. After he walks away, Terry sort of says to himself, like, so do I.
No pressure.
You see some rocks up ahead and a break in the kind of forest area. And through the tree line, you can see what appears to be a very ornate looking statue. Kind of set up on the rocks. It looks like a individual, like the statue appears to be an individual kind of seated in the lotus position. The individual has a number of hands kind of erected out of its back, and it appears to be sitting in hands with hands kind of cloistered behind it. As you're looking at this structure, you can also see that there are a number of pillars that kind of run up towards it. And the rocks kind of break away to kind of form this natural passageway, this natural path that leads up to the base of the statue. At the base of the statue, you can see what appears to be an entrance to some sort of temple. Looks like there are a number of footprints that kind of move through here, but because of the nature of the bog and also the kind of wet terrain here, it does look like the footprints are kind of splayed out and are hard to identify. Also, they're hard to number. And the other thing you notice now that you're seeing outside of the forest and able to see the surface or see the sky is that it's raining. Something you weren't able to detect before because of the denseness of the canopy of the forest you were in. And hold on a second. Balroth? Oh, that's not good. Hold on.
Starts melting in the rain.
He made of sugar.
Elroth is secretly a witch.
He's just too sweet.
He really is too sweet.
It's true.
Elroth's
Big
just
dumb boy.
too much of a nice guy.
It's true.
It happens.
Why am I on here all alone? I'm concerned.
Do I know anything about the statue?
I would say no.
Okay.
There's a seashell and a butterfly.
Buns.
Dumplings!
Hold on a second here.
What's happening? What's happening?
A bone, some flames, some water.
Okay.
Some buns.
Looks a little horny.
Dumplings!
All right. That's the best I'm going to be able to do there. Let me go ahead and start pulling people down onto the map. It does look like a very strange statue. The items of in its hands don't appear to be too terribly important. At least not anything noteworthy. You would note that it does look like there's some tray of food in one hand. It looks like some tea, a pot of tea in the other, but again, it's just ornately designed. a butterfly, a conch shell, which looks like it might be more of a horn than a just a shell to have. What appears to be a mote of fire, and a bone. More specifically, kind of a animal bone.
Religion checks or nah?
Not necessary. This doesn't track.
Okay.
And just temporarily, this will be relevant.
Do I know enough about religion to be like, this is weird?
Yes.
Okay. Namalia would share that with the group.
Why do we have 2 sends?
Because
Why
'Cause
not?
We're
I'm
missing an
super
Aveline.
cool. Duh.
She's like jumping back and forth so fast.
They are.
So I'm sorry, yeah.
I've
Not
never
held
seen anything
down.
like this.
Yeah. They're
never.
not held down by the binary.
Do you approach?
Um,
Why
Sure.
not?
yeah, I'll go ahead.
With that first step, you see an individual in dark robes come out of the passageway. He looks to you. I figured someone would make their way after her. Or them. Which one was it?
Which what?
Are you asking
The lady
me?
or the sisters? Who are you chasing?
There's a lady coming through here. Is she pretty?
Are they
Terry, what?
twins?
You see him kind of annoyedly kind of move his staff across the air, and as he does so, kind of this black energy starts to form in front of him.
We're here for
I
the
know,
lady.
right?
As he does that, Jai is going to sit down and start playing a song silently to, or not silently, but quietly to himself. I'm going to start the 1 minute casting time on Conjure Elemental. It takes 1 minute to cast that spell. So while he's talking and doing all of this, I just want you to be aware that I'm like
Yeah.
starting that.
He kind of annoyedly kind of moves the staff through the air. You can see smoke start to form on the ground before him, kind of filling with mist and darkness. Sen and Aveline immediately recognize the mist. You understand that the mist is the barrier. It seems to be kind of piercing the veil. And he says, if you come to seek the lady, I must stop you. If you are seeking the sisters, I and my companion would spare you. Unfortunately, you've made the wrong choice. He walks towards the mists and kind of grasps it. And as he does so, you see the mist take form into a massive blue dragon that you've already fought and get to fight again.
Oh, our favorite.
Buddy, there's no need for fighting here. We can get
We
along.
can be friends.
I knew the lady very personally.
The dragon appears to be decayed. It looks like its flesh has melted from its body. Little more than bones seem to kind of stick out from it. And he mounts it as his
That
steed.
is not how we left him.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously he made
Not
some
how we
he made
left
some
him.
updates.
Oh, absolutely, but that is not how we left him.
Bear with me here.
Mm.
I mean, we defeated him once. We could do it again, right?
He looks a little worse for wear now.
Namalia, you can tell that the power present here in this form is what is known as a Dracolich.
Great.
Very potent undead.
A fucking Dracolich.
I don't like that.
Be careful. This is a very potent undead.
Can I unsheath my sun sword?
Yeah,
About to be dead.
yeah. If you're doing readying stuff, that's fine. Do that, and like if you're drawing weapons, preparing yourself, that's absolutely free. But roll initiative when you get a chance.
And I pull out my crossbow.
Do I have?
Yeah, I got my my whoopins.
I don't think I do. Do I?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I forgot to click myself.
We've never done it.
Click myself.
That's unfair. I have to find a quick music file in my master list here. Hold on.
Are we doing the flanking
Not in this
in
game.
this game? Okay, not in this game.
But flaking.
Oh, can we put is Copper on the board?
Or was
I
it
can
this
do
game
that,
that we
right?
were doing it in? It was this game that we're doing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
fine.
because we weren't doing it last one because we were in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
Hell yes, I am built for flanking. Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
I'm gonna go get water real quick.
Okay.
No hydration. I'm kidding. Go get hydration.
Dehydrate yourself.
Only
We do-
dehydration here.
We don't drink water here. We die like men.
He eating pure salt.
John, what's the keys to place the token on of somebody again?
You're talking about Copper?
Yeah.
You should be able to just grab his name and drag him onto the map
Oh.
and drop him.
Okay, that's what it is. I'm having trouble.
Okay, hold on. I'll pull Copper, and do you want to drop a T-Boxer as well?
Okay, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. So...
It's like
Copper,
they're not dragon for some reason.
Dragon.
Dragon.
They're not dragons. They're constructs.
I will also go get more water.
I'll leave one of these days, I promise.
Great. Now I have to get water too.
You all thirsty?
It was all that talk earlier.
Changed my mind and got cider.
Ooh. Hard or soft?
Hard.
Initiative is rolled, right?
Good choice.
And again, I apologize ahead of time. But this is
For
the
killing
first
us?
in a long series of I'm going to try and murder you fights, so...
Yay, Moida,
The first.
The first.
but not the last.
Shy. Once we get it started, you'll be first on the initiative, so if you want to prep or if you want to just go ahead and take your turn, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, so I started casting the moment he started talking, and it takes 1 minute for this to go off.
Roll D100.
Stupid game.
7 more rounds.
Woof. All right.
Because it was pretty quick, what he did.
Okay. Then
That's talker.
for 7 more rounds, you know what I'm doing.
Alright. Balroth.
All right. Let me zoom out a little bit here.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
70 feet, 30.
If you delay until after me, I can buff you.
Okay, I will delay until after Namalia.
Okay. Relgar will take his turn immediately after Belroth's.
Oh, come on.
He is going to advance 30 feet, then he's going to dash 30 feet, then he's going to use aggressive to move 15 more feet to get adjacent.
Hell yeah.
Nimolia.
Okay, I thought the bad guy was moving. I don't know why in my brain. Sorry. Okay. This is on Balroth. Protection from undead. So he'll have disadvantage on rolls against you. You have advantage. No. And you cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
It's not just one type that you choose, it's all of them, by the way. Aberration, Celestials, Elementals, Fays, Fiends, and Undead, all at the same time. Yeah, you don't choose.
Shut up. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
protection from evil and good, not protection from evil or good.
Oh my god. Okay. So that's it.
Mhm.
That's the turn.
Balroth, you want to take your health?
All
what?
right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Health in it?
I think so.
You can move 30, dash to get 30 more, and then you can bonus action create your echo in front of it.
Okay. So I'll go there. All right. Here. And then I can make my echo there. Go find him.
Okay. All right. In between Belroth and Terry's turn, you watch as the creature, the mists kind of form. You can see these kind of motes of this energy kind of flowing up to its undead form, kind of filling it. The motes, you can see faces on them as they kind of coalesce around the dragon. The second it kind of fully forms and the mist is kind of gone and inside of it, its wings lift up and slam right back down with a massive force. You see the rainwater kind of just splash out, and this kind of bubble of force around it from the sheer just shockwave of the descent of its wings kind of bubble out from it. It takes flight. The echo is obliterated because even if it fails, it's... No, actually, make a dexterity saving throw with the echo. It fails. It's gone. You watch as Relgar kind of moves up with the shield, kind of rushes forward, and as he kind of gets into place, you see it kind of beat down. You see him drop down and then push off with his legs and do a tight roll, kind of moving to the side and backwards, like he's played a Dark Souls game, and kind of gets away from the burst of force that kind of drops down. The dragon takes flight. It is now... let's see... It is now 40 feet in the air. And as I mentioned, the echo is dead. All right, Terry, you're up.
All right. I'm going to move. So I realize I've got the boots of like jumping and striding or something. So
Striding and striding.
Yeah, I can move 30 feet, not 25.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move 30 feet forward. And while I'm running up, I'm going to... So a black liquid is gonna start leaking out of my eyes and like out of my mouth and dripping down my face, and I'm using my bonus action to activate a form of dread.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot off my Eldritch Blast at the dragon.
Hold on.
16 hit?
No.
Okay.
You watch as both of the bolts kind of fly to it, kind of hit in the chest, and you see like the bones kind of break a bit, but they don't like splinter off. It looks like the dragon bone is kind of sturdy even against that kind of concussive force. All
Is
right.
it too late to use an inspiration just to get... Actually, no, I'm not going to use inspiration yet.
You sure?
Yeah, why not? Let's just use it.
Okay, so 17 force damage to the dragon.
All right. And now it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 1 second here.
DC, whatever my spell save DC is, 17.
It's got +8.
Goodness.
Failed. What happens?
It is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
It's immune to frightened.
Dang it!
Undead.
Terry, you're done?
Hilarious.
Ugh!
You go, and
And
it's
he's like, it's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Okay, moving from Terry to Aveline, but in between, another legendary action. The dragon drops. It falls straight down towards Relgar, and it's going to, as it's kind of falling, spin its body to spin full circle, its tail whipping down like a scything blade to kind of cut into Relgar. As the tail kind of flourishes about and slams, it hits him dead on, and it looks like he takes quite a bit of damage from it. Like, as he's kind of getting up from the roll, it kind of hits the shield, and he kind of and backs off. All right. Aveline, you're up.
All right. Can I command Copper to, if Jai wants to pilot him, and can I tell Copper to listen to Jai, basically?
Yeah. You can relinquish command.
Okay.
But it's
All
still, it just for all intents and purposes, it still functions immediately after you. So if you want to tell it to get into firing position on your turn, it'll do so immediately after your turn. So Jai on his turn on 23 will be able to utilize the firing position.
Okay, I will do so. And then Teapotzer.
Teapotzer also happens after your turn, so you'll do
Gotcha.
your turn first and then it.
Okay, sorry, I'm just thinking.
It's okay.
Okay, let me move up then.
Oh, also,
that-
I just want to make a reminder. You fought the Blue Dragon before. Remember the lessons you learned from that fight.
No
I didn't learn
line.
anything.
I didn't
No
learn
lines.
shit. Was that 30 feet? Hold on, sorry.
5, 10, 20, 20. Perfect, 30 feet. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. And then what do I have? I don't know if I can hit him.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take?
I know, I'm just like thinking, hold on. Info.
There's no
Okay.
harm in taking a shot. Rolls a one.
Oh, I
hits
can
Balrog
hit
in the
him,
back of the
but not
head.
what I wanted to hit him with. But that's okay. I will go ahead and firebolt at that guy.
Okay. Hits.
Nice.
Are you firing at the dragon or the rider?
Dragon.
Damage.
Oh, and then I get to do a D8, right?
Yes, correct, because the arcane firearm. Okay. Anything else? Your turn ends if not, and then Teapotzer.
Teapotzer, did you do ballista type or?
Yeah,
what
ballista
did you
type
do?
was what I was assuming you were doing.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll him up a little bit.
He's got 120-foot range, so I mean, you could
Oh, he
literally just
does.
have him on
Oh.
the ballista and be shooting as well.
If
Cool, I'll
I
just do
were
that.
you, I would move him out of the line because right now there's 4 of us in a line, and lines are bad.
Okay, let's put him.
You can go 15
over-
feet. Yeah.
Yeah, just pull him over to the side and shoot a
Oh.
different shot. But yeah,
Yeah, that's what I.
He's
Over
just- You're covering. You're behind a pillar.
Oh, okay. So like here.
Yeah. So he hops down. You can see that his little like feet sees kind of move him over to that position, and then he kind of locks into place. Takes the shot. Go ahead and make an attack with him.
Oh shoot, I need his.
Hold, click its token. Hold shift. Double click the token.
Click token. Where are you, you little scamp? There's so many characters on here.
Hold on. I got you.
Okay, hold on.
Too late. I already have the character sheet in your face.
Damn it. Okay.
All right. That'll. You're shooting at the dragon just again.
Yep, dragon.
That'll hit. As it hits, you watch as it kind of is pushed backwards. The rider on it as well, and you can see the rider kind of curious, like looking in that direction. The dragon seems to not really kind of be focusing on anything in particular other than the half-orc fighter. Okay, that's it for Teapotzer. Then it would go to Copper. Copper drops down on all fours, revealing the ballista. You see the Necromancer's eyes kind of move from Teapotzer to that and kind of go, like, what the fuck?
All
um,
kinds of robots.
it then goes to his turn. On his initiative, you see him kind of annoyedly kind of seeing that kind of raise up his staff. It glows bright black, and then he slams it down on the dragon, and you watch as those mist forms kind of start to push out and then snap back in, reforming the bones that were broken a bit. You realize that he's casting a spell that heals the undead.
Mm-mm.
That's just rude.
I don't want that.
His turn's done. It goes to the mount turn. Yeah, it immediately kind of just pushes forward at his instruction, slamming into the fighter. You watch as it performs the very kind of horrific claw bite attack of a dragon, kind of a rending tear at this individual. Claw, bite.
Hey, that's our friend. We just met him.
All of those attacks hit. As the bite kind of slams in, you can see this pulse of lightning kind of flare out from the mouth, and kind of a bit of the misty forms kind of wrapping around his wounds. You actually see him kind of like back away from it, quite wounded. And looking at the ferocity of that Belroth, you're pretty sure that if anybody else in the group had taken that, they'd probably be like gutted. Terry would have been devoured entirely. But this guy seems to kind of and like resist the claws and kind of like the biting. He's bloodied, but he's not dead. All right, that's it for them. It goes to Sen.
Surprise, surprise. We're gonna move forward and then hit him with a crossbow.
It's like I've
We're
seen
gonna
this movie
move.
before.
Right? Let's see. I think I was gonna move. Yeah. It's gonna move right there. Nah, we gonna move. Yeah, we're gonna move there. And then we're gonna hit him with a crossbow. Ka-chow.
You shooting at the rider or the mount?
The rider.
Okay.
After seeing the healing.
He'll use his reaction. You see him kind of move the creature very suddenly, and you watch the crossbow bolt very deftly kind of miss him and slam into the wall behind him, almost as if you had
Ooh.
disadvantage on the attack. Sen,
That's
you're
all I
done.
got.
Jai, you're up. But it does look like he spent his reaction dodging that crossbow bolt. Jai.
Can't dodge
I'm
it.
like locked into this casting thing.
Oh.
Yeah, 7 rounds.
Oh yeah, 6 rounds now, baby. Let's go.
Well, just a heads up, the ballista is ready to be shot there as well. If you
Can
want
I do anything while I'm actively casting? I don't know.
Have to
That's
break
what
the
I'm
cast
saying.
to do it.
I'm like
What are you casting again?
Conjure Elemental. It's
Oh.
a 5th level spell.
Okay.
I meant to do it before we went in, but then we went in and I just didn't get a second. So as soon as we were there, as soon as I had a second, I was like, no, I'm casting it. So
Well, if you're locked in, then you're locked in. This will be
yeah, I
turn-
mean, there hasn't been. I don't want to. It's like I burn the spell slot either way, and I'd rather have the elemental for an hour than waste a 5th level spell slot.
Got it. Okay.
It sucks, you know, but like I think in the long run, if we have more than this one encounter, we're gonna want that thing.
Okay. That's turn 1 of 7, so you've got 6 remaining. On the 6th turn at the end of it, it will manifest. Jai, you're done. Belroth, you're up.
Sorry, guys, I fucked up.
Okay.
Happens.
All right. He's going to move 30 feet.
Okay.
And then. And the dragon is on the ground now, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, I would like to manifest the echo on top of the dragon,
Okay.
like right there.
Mhm.
And we're gonna attack the rider.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and do that. And so that
Okay. You watch the blade kind of come down. You see the rider kind of look at that, kind of dodging the crossbow bolt, kind of see the creature appear, and you see him kind of raise his hand and say a word. As the blade comes down, you see this burst of like deep red kind of black energy form around him and block the blade. And he kind of looks at it like...
Okay. I get a second attack though, right?
Go for it. That'll hit.
Can the echo make faces?
I mean, I would assume
No.
so, yeah.
So like the guy goes, and then the echo goes,
Fair. Anything else from the echo?
Not
No.
Okay.
But also, is that considered flanking for
The rider
my
is not
buddy over
being...
there?
The rider
No.
is not being flanked.
Okay. But I am flanking the dragon with
No.
my dude.
He would have to be in the diagonal, or you'd have to be over one to the left.
You're flanking him with what's his face?
You're
right?
at the cross point. You need to be over one.
Like here?
You need to be there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you would have had the move to do if you wanted to.
Okay. Absolutely. Because that was the whole point of me going all the way up there.
Yep. As you kind of get in front of the door, you look back over your shoulder. It's complete darkness in there.
Poopy!
Namalia, before you go, the dragon will take a legendary action. And I'm going to tail whip. You watch as the echo kind of, and you're looking up at it. He kind of goes, please. And you see a massive dragon tail just rend through the echo and just make it disappear.
Yay!
Namalia, you're up. It doesn't look like anyone's manning the crossbow.
hang in there, Balroth. Namalia will concentrate on the spell, kind of trying to keep him safe from their evil and or good. And then we're gonna try something new.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast this at level 4. This is from a new spell that she picked up along the way,
Who's your target?
and my target is the dragon.
Okay.
Does it hit?
Yeah, 27 hits.
Okay. So that's 45 fire damage.
Whoa.
Solid.
And that's my turn.
Yep, you watch as the flame kind of appears, and Namalia like looses it forward. Just a solid shot. I would assume with Fated Conflagration, it's kind of more of like the words that are said before the shot is fired that kind of make it more a fated target or fated strike, whatever those would be from Namalia. But yeah, solid hit, solid blow. Anything else, Namalia? You said that was it?
That's it.
Okay. Moving on from Namalia to Terry. Before then, the legendary action for the dragon. Tail with the other Balroth. 24 to hit.
Yep.
11 bludgeoning damage. Now Terry.
Okay, I'm going to. Okay, this guy. Is he a human?
He's a tiefling.
Okay, but he's not an undead.
Right. Or
All
maybe.
right. Okay. I'm going to. I'm not going to use Hex on him. I'm just going to hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
The guy, not the dragon.
Absolutely, that's fine. Okay.
My gosh.
That'll hit.
So 1 and 2.
That'll hit.
And then he.
Go ahead.
And then he has to make a Wisdom save.
Oh, he's also immune to frightened.
Gosh, dang it!
Sorry. So it looks like 27. Okay. As the bolts kind of slam into him, you see this strange kind of energy kind of dissipate the shots as they're hitting him. He appears to be resistant to force damage.
No!
What a bitch.
There's like one other creature that is resistant.
Hey, it's not a creature type that's being resistant to this. It's an item. But Terry, you're done. Before Aveline goes, I'm gonna go ahead and use my last legendary action to tail whip Belroth again. Let's see, 25 to hit.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That'll be a total of 16 bludgeoning damage. So as you're kind of back there, it hasn't turned to face you. The tail slams into the shadow, then slams down onto you, then whips to the side. As you're kind of trying to get behind the shield and dodge it, it's kind of slapping into the adamantine armor. Aveline, you're up. Looks like Jai is not taking advantage of Copper and the ballista.
All right. Well, if Jai isn't going to use copper, I'm going to have him do his own thing then.
Okay.
Change of plans, copper. Let's.
But he goes, so he'll go after you. So you first.
Okay.
You just give him the command. The command is move up.
Yes.
Okay.
And then. Sorry, just measuring stuff.
Of course.
Okay. Okay, and then I'm just gonna shoot the dragon with a firebolt again.
Okay. That will hit.
Okay. And then do I do damage and then the D8?
Yeah. Okay. And that's it?
Yep, that'll be it.
Okay. The Necromancer will cast a spell. You see him raise the staff upwards, and as he does so, that black energy manifests, and you watch as it kind of extends off of the edge of the staff in like a crescent that's very scythe-like, and he kind of raises it above his head, and then swings it to the sides, kind of creating this necromantic kind of like black energy around him. And he casts Circle of Death.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, I forgot to shoot with a force ballista.
Oh, go for it.
It's going to be hitting the dragon since now I know that other guy is resistant.
First one will hit, yeah.
Oh, why did it do 2?
It's okay. It takes 5 damage. It can't be pushed. There's a Balroth in the way. Okay. As he's kind of swinging it back and forth, I need Aveline, Sen. Double checking here. Terry. Balroth, Sen, Aveline, Relgar, and Terry to make Constitution saving throws. Failure.
Oh.
It's the ones
That's
on the sides, right?
No, saving throws are in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the side. Okay. Fuck.
And Relgar, sorry. He gets a success. But only just.
Can
So-
I use my inspiration?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
can.
might do that too.
Yeah, if you spend your inspiration, you're only getting a 10 magpie.
Oh, just
Okay.
kidding. I lied. I will
Okay.
I'll
take
use
whatever
mine.
fuckery you have thrown at me.
All right. If you failed, which is less than a 19, you take 37 points of necrotic damage.
37?
Points of necrotic damage. And if you succeeded, you take half of that.
Oh, well.
So that
Round
would
it up,
be
round it down.
15 rounded down in this game.
Okay.
Let's see. 15. What
18.
is it? 18?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm bad at math. Ask anybody. All right. Immediately after the kind of spell castery, you see him kind of like, and then the dragon kind of turns its attention. You watch as it kind of like stomps off to the side, which provokes an opportunity attack from Balrog. That'll work. For 13 damage. Okay. Kind of stomps into position, and you see it kind of like crook its head to the side, and
Shit.
Zach, roll a d6. A lightning bolt forms from its mouth, slamming through Relgar and passing through Jai. Both of you need to make dexterity saving throws. I can tell you that Relgar doesn't really need to, because he's falling over now. So with
Best friend.
with NPCs, they are in the dying condition, but they do not have a full 3 death saving throws like you lot. They get 1, and if they fail it, they die. If they succeed, they stabilize. Jai, you fail it as well. You take 66 points of lightning damage as it passes through you.
That's hilarious.
Why?
Oh my god. That's so fucking funny.
Doesn't know what you're casting.
It's fair.
Let's see.
But I don't understand what's going on.
Holy shit.
Dragon's done. And Sen, you're up.
We pissed now.
Dragon's pretty messed up, by the way.
Well, we shooting him with a crossbow.
Okay. Belroth is still
Fuck
adjacent,
that guy.
so you get sneak attack.
Great, 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, and then
Me.
sneak. So 18.
Oh, pretty low, actually. Oh, those are some really bad rolls. Okay, Sen, any other movement or actions?
It's the best I can do. Let me see. Nope.
Jai, you're up. Actually, between you and them, the dragon's going to slap tail on Belroth again. No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Oh, nice.
First
Right.
time.
I live to dice.
Cool.
The gods smile on us
After,
today.
if you continue the casting of the Conjure Elemental...
No, there's no way I'm maintaining concentration through that much
Concentration's
damage.
not required.
It's
Concentration
I
is
mean,
not required
I
for
like
casting.
as a character,
Okay.
there's no way he's maintaining like that's more what I meant. Like as a character, like I just
Abandon
watched him
ship.
one shot one person and almost one shot me. Like, so is he? Can I healing word?
He's too far
Or-
out. You need to move up.
But like,
You can move.
if I got to him,
Yep. He follows the rules for, you just need to move up 10 feet. He follows the rules for characters in the dying state for everything else, but if he fails a death saving throw, he dies. If he passes a death saving throw, he stabilizes.
cool. I'm gonna get up to there. Or actually, no. I don't need to go that far. Go back. I just need to get to here.
Yep, 10 feet.
And then cast healing word on him.
Ten. Okay.
Action, I'm gonna just sonic attack or as an action, I'm gonna start my healing song.
Okay. Go ahead and put your bubble up. And anything else?
I am going to move back to get onto. Ooh, that's not right. Hold
Get
on.
on the ballista.
Yep,
Hmm.
get on the ballista and tell
Oh, actually,
Aveline I'm ready.
sorry, Aveline, we did skip a bit. Sorry, you told it to move forward. We didn't do it.
It's okay. He could stay there.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, Belroth, then you're up.
All right, he's gonna move here, and then he's pissed off. No more echo shenanigans right now. He is just gonna freaking full attack, and then I can do action surge, right?
Yep, 2 more attacks.
Yeah.
Hit and hit. You kind of like duck down. You actually feel the force of the echo kind of form around your hands as you kind of come in with the attack. And for those watching outside, it almost looks like Belroth and the echo are kind of unified for one moment. Strike, 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 and you kind of slam into the chest. You watch as bits of it kind of fly away, but you can see what you're striking for, and you can see kind of this darkened heart kind of stabbed through with these shards of obsidian, and you're kind of cleaving into it, and you watch it kind of roar back as it kind of gets cut by this, and you can see this kind of black fluid kind of oozing from the heart, floating aloft inside of the dragon's chest. It's bloody.
I'm ripping that shit out. Okay.
Between your turn and Namalia's, the dragon kind of spins around, like just jumps in the air, kind of leaps and lands to kind of face you as you kind of attacked it in the back. As it does so, you watch its tail rise up and then drop right back down onto Relgar.
Poor guy.
As he's knocked back into unconscious.
I mean, he volunteered himself.
No
to be
worries.
fair.
Namalia, you're up.
Muted.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna move there, and then I'm gonna turn on my thingy so I can get some. What is 4 times 10 is 40. Nice. So I have some temp hit points in case something bad happens, and then I'm gonna use a bonus action, healing word
On him again.
on Balroth. No, I don't give a fuck about that guy.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't. Is that bad? Oh well.
He's dying.
I mean.
12 back.
He volunteered
12.
himself. It's fine.
So that's 12, and then you get another d4. Let me roll it. 7, 16.
Okay.
All right, in between Namalia and Terry, the tail kind of smashes down and kind of flips over the top of it, slamming down into Belroth's shoulder. Hits 10 more damage.
Okay.
Terry, you're up.
All right.
Wait, just one
Terry-
second.
Sorry.
Sorry. You are rolling with disadvantage, right?
Why?
Because he has protection.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yes.
Okay.
25 is the lower number of the two. 27 was the
gotcha.
higher.
No, just making sure.
Thank you. With every attack I've made, except for the one that missed, it's been 20s, like well over 20s. I believe Belroth's AC is like 21, 22?
21.
Yeah, there's been nothing that would have
Fuck
missed.
that dragon.
Yeah, it's swinging with a plus 12, I think. Yeah, plus 12. Terry.
Okay, Terry is. Let me look at what's the radius on that. 20-foot sphere. Could I cast a fireball so that it like hits the guy and the dragon, but not Belroth and Relgar?
I'm going to say positionally. No, not really.
No? All right.
You could hit. Yeah, I guess if you just arc it on the back, I mean, you'd kill the guy. But if the problem is the guy. If you don't care about the guy, then Relgar, then whatever. But because he's there, you can't you can't. Like, yeah, you can't emanate it above them. It kind of has to hit where it can detonate with them in it. Otherwise, you're not going to get one or the other.
If it's like, oh, that's a nope.
Yeah. So like if you're trying
Okay,
to
yeah,
if you're trying
yeah.
to cone it out to get the rider, because the rider can move into any position that the dragon's on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to basically hit one of those two guys, or just the dragon, or you can cast it above, so you hit just the rider.
Okay, so I'll hold off for a moment then. I'm going to cast Summon Aberration.
Okay.
And I'm going to summon it as a... Oh, man. Gotta see what the three guys are, what they do.
Baron.
I'm gonna summon it as a Star Spawn.
Cool. Bear with me here. You should have control. And you can summon it for wherever it's going. You can place it wherever it's going to be distance-wise.
What's its range? 90 feet. Yeah. So I'm going to place it there. So, yeah. Does it get a turn right immediately, or does it have to wait?
Right after yours.
Okay. So it's going to use Psychic Slam.
On.
So on the dragon.
Okay.
Because it can't really get to the guy, can it?
I mean, it can, but the guy could kind of use the dragon as a defense, so yeah. But
Dragon.
that's fine.
And spell attack modifier to hit.
You should be able to bring up the character sheet for it if you hold shift and double click your token, and then go to character sheet. And then
nice.
The spell attack is it's a natural one, but we'll go with the 19 that you rolled. The damage is a D8 plus 3. So if you click on the word attack, it should drop that. And then the spell's level is what? 3rd?
I cast at 5th level.
Oh, okay, 5th. Then 19, that'll hit. D8 plus 8. So click on the attack, the word attack in the chat.
Okay.
So it'll be 7 plus 5. So it'll be a total of 12.
Oh, the dragon needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it versus fear?
No, it's psychic damage.
Oh, wait.
So the aberrant spirit has whispering aura.
Oh, okay. Wisdom, you said?
Yeah.
25.
That saves. Please tell me this thing isn't immune to psychic damage.
It's not immune to psychic, doesn't appear to be resistant either.
Okay.
In between Terry and Aveline, it'll take its last legendary action. I'm going to smack Belroth again. 16 will miss. Alright, Aveline.
Do remind me, can I split my movement? So like move, action. Move?
Yeah, move, action, move. Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Hold on, let me see how much this is. I should have done that. Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm gonna move on over to him and do healing touch. Where are you? Or sorry, no, not healing touch. Cure wounds. That range, isn't it? No, it's a touch. Okay. Submit. Okay. And then I'm gonna go move. I don't want to be in line with Sen. Right here.
Okay.
I should have moved.
And then
Whatever.
Force Ballista with Teapotzer.
Okay.
Sorry, my screen just went down. Bear
No.
with me. There we go.
It's a miss.
Fuck.
And then
Okay.
Copper's still in fire ballista mode, right?
Yep.
It'll go to the dragon. Somebody roll a d6. The necromancer, rather. But somebody roll a d6 anyway. I don't care who.
5.
Okay, breath weapon recharges. All right. He's going to raise his staff up in the air again. You see the black energy kind of fill through it. He slams it down onto the back of the dragon.
Is that a spell?
It is.
Can I counterspell that?
You can attempt to. What level of counterspell would you like to cast?
4th level.
Okay. Your spell defeats his spell and immediately nullifies it. You see him kind of turn his attention to you and grin. Then he says something in Draconic and like a low whisper to the dragon.
Did you heal?
Oh, and also, it's 60 feet for a counterspell. You're way outside of range.
Oh, damn. Sorry. Never mind. I
Okay.
forgot.
Well,
Yep, never mind. Sorry.
a plus of that is you're not going to be the target of the breath weapon that I'm going to be shooting next turn. What were you saying, Stephanie?
Did you heal? What's his face?
Who?
I can't remember his name.
My
The
best
orc?
friend, whose name I can't remember.
Relgar?
Relgar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Relgar.
Cure Wounds is a touch. You touched him. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, ran up,
Yep.
touched, ran away.
Okay.
Ran up, poke.
Yeah, he
Catch the bot.
Live!
Not dying yet.
He is brought back once more from the brink. The necromancer taps the dragon on the back of the head. You see that it recovers a bit of its wounds there. And then it, having turned to face Belroth and not really concerned with anything else in the world, the necromancer doesn't seem to be either. The dragon just literally moves its head to point straight at Belroth and just all you see is bright light appear in front of you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God.
Belroth.
Oh.
You failed. You take 72 points of lightning damage. Just
I'm pretty sure I'm like insta dead.
no, insta death is negative number equal to your hit point total. It's very hard
Okay.
to insta die. But for those of you who
I'm at
watch,
negative 20.
well, no, you're at 0 because there's no negatives. It's not Pathfinder. I understand that, but like the lightning slams you against the stone wall. Everyone else sees the lightning kind of crackle across the statue and kind of maneuver around it. But you see Belroth like pinned to the wall for like a good second or two by the lightning, just like
And he's got like a black char mark outline,
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
they
like a
just
cartoon.
You can
toasted him.
you can actually see like if you've ever like if you know how like people are struck by lightning, like they create that kind of web patterning, like the scarring. You have that on your face, like up into your horns and all over your like body outstretched as it smashes you into the wall and you become the ground for the lightning bolt around the building. But to Belroth, all you see is just bright white light and then darkness. And you fall to the ground dying. Hold on. You watch as that hit strikes them down. No, it's kill. It's kill. I didn't kill you. Okay. Done. Sen, you are up.
So we're gonna go with something that we've never done before. And we're gonna shoot him with the crossbow. The dragon.
I've never even heard of this. What is this technique?
What is this?
It's a crossbow.
16 misses.
Dang it.
All right.
got.
Next up is Jai. Firing the crossbow firing the ballista is an action.
Right. That's just a dexterity, you said?
Yep, dexterity check. And then 3d10 plus your dex mod.
How's that?
Are you firing at the dragon or the rider?
Dragon.
Hit. So roll 3d10 and add your dex mod. +1, sorry. Or plus
Sorry.
however much the...
Let's roll 3d10 plus 4, 3 for my dex and 1 for the bonus from the.
I think
magic.
repeating crossbow is actually +2. Now that I...
Oh, then.
No, it's +1. It's +1. +1.
Yeah, because it gets the bonus of the.
Yeah, repeating.
How's that? 28?
Oh, nice.
So as you kind of see the lightning kind of smash into Balroth, and then his body kind of falls and slams onto the ground, the dragon slowly starts to turn about, and there's this loud sound that kind of echoes through. And those of you that are inside of the passage here, you hear this as the ballista bolt comes flying past you. You can kind of just hear it kind of echoing off of the walls. Slams into the dragon, pierces through it, and hits the stone right where Balroth was, like just piercing into the rock. The dragon kind of yelps in pain, and you can see the rider kind of almost bucked from his seat, kind of looking down range at that. He's kind of got this look like, I knew that was going to be a fucking problem. All right.
My son.
Bonus action, Barg die to Sen.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
In between that and Balroth, Balroth immediately take a failed death saving throw. The dragon slams its wings down and kind of flies up and then over top this guy, landing.
I don't know how I do that. Is it on my
There.
sheet or do I just use that? Oh, it says death saves.
Yeah, you just click the death
Okay.
save. That's a failure. So you
Cool.
now have
Yeah.
2 failures.
2 failures.
Yep, because one from whenever you take damage while you're dying, you take a immediate fail. The dragon slammed its wings down, and your body lying on the ground is like slapped around and kind of thrown against the wall.
But is it like Skyrim? Do I do like the
100%?
Yes.
The ragdoll physics in my games are very much Bethesda. So your turn at the beginning of your turn is when you make that death saving throw. As you are still dying, you take no actions, you do nothing, you're done. Nemalia, you are up. But before you go, the dragon is going to attempt to smash Relgar, who, again, Dark Souls dodged out of the mist, or out of the winds again. And misses, fortunately for him. Alright. So, Nemalia.
I'm sorry, 1 second.
No problem.
Okay, gonna do some Dark Souls rolling this way. And let's just keep doing what we do. This is gonna be at 4th level.
Okay.
Plus 1. So that's 18 back on Belroth.
19 back.
19 back, math. And then we're gonna do another one of these. We'll do it at level 3. 17, I don't think we'll hit. Huh?
Hold on, do you have Spell Driver?
No.
You can't cast Beta Conflagration.
Oh, my brain. Okay. That's good. In that case,
I'm gonna use your attack roll for whatever you're doing, so take that into account. The dice roll was a 6. So if you're just making like a attack, then it misses.
Can I?
Can you?
No. 1 second. Okay. Never mind. That's my turn.
Okay. So random, nothing. Okay. All right.
Wait. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. 1 second.
What's it gonna be?
Okay, then I'm
Heal our friend.
Already healed.
already
Oh, you did?
healed. Okay,
Oh, duh.
Still down.
So no, you're back up.
No, I was negative 20 and you said
don't
I got
have-
19.
There's no negatives.
You hit 0.
Oh,
So
okay.
you are at 19.
okay. All right. I didn't. Okay.
It's okay.
I'm within
So
30 feet of this guy.
Real quick, in 5th edition, if you take damage and you are reduced below 0, you stop at 0. Period. 0 is dying. If you are reduced to amount, if the damage dealt to you is an amount that would reduce you to a reduction of your maximum hit points below 0. So like say you have 10 hit points and you're at full health and I do 20 damage, you're dead. but because your maximum hit point total is so high, it's very hard to attain that.
Like I would literally have to go slap God in the face.
And then he'd have to slap you right back.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
It's the
Alright.
way to kill a dying character is more like what I was doing to you. Smash you while you're dying. Because you're going to take a failed death saving throw every time you take a point of damage. Well, every time you take a source of damage. Alright. Are you winning, sons? Ask Zach in the chat.
Okay, so I'm putting spores on wizard guy.
Okay. Is it necrotic damage?
Yeah, is he
He
immune?
doesn't care.
Okay, well, at least now I know that he doesn't care. Okay, that's it.
Terry.
All right, I'm going to move back. Oh wait, actually, let me look up the distance on something. Oh yeah, totally. Okay, I'm gonna move back that far. What was that? That was only 15 feet. And then I'm going to cast Fireball on them, and I can totally get both of them, right?
Yes. Now you can.
Okay. Casting Fireball. Did that?
Hold on a second.
There it is.
Before, before you roll, you're casting at 3rd level, correct?
5th level.
Okay. So he wouldn't have known that. He would have cast at 3rd level. I'm going to roll a d20. Sufficient. You watch him turn and kind of look over, or actually not turn. They're facing you. They're going to be charging down range. You see him look to you and go, no. And he kind of shifts his finger like that. You see a mote of energy appear in his finger, and your spell fizzles in your face.
Oh, God.
Oh, come
He
on!
He casts counter spell.
You bastard!
I rolled for it.
It pulled
Sorry.
a dry.
All right. anything
Then
else?
I'm gonna step like behind this pillar. Do I have any bonus action attacks? I don't think I do. I'm out of spells.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of would be Hex, but yeah. Aveline,
Yeah.
you are up.
All right. Well, my aberrant spirit.
Oh, right. Yeah, fire away.
Yep, it's gonna move up to him, and he needs to make. Oh, at the start of its turn, so never mind.
gets
It's
to attack.
going to do that.
19.
19?
This is the dragon, right?
Yep. 4 plus 5 psychic damage. Sorry.
9 total.
Spell it. Yeah.
Okay.
So 9 total.
Aveline.
How's the dragon
As
looking right
a. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. After Belroth, real quick backtrack because he's actually alive. I actually get to do things with him, and you don't remember his name because he's not doing anything. So I really want to do something with him so that you remember him.
Yes.
Forever and ever.
He misses with the first attack. He's going to hit with the second and the third attack. And then he is going to Shield Bash as a bonus action, which he misses with. Okay, so 38 damage. You watch as he gets behind it, and as it's like landing, the tail slams, and he kind of, again, he Dark Souls rolled to move away from the wings gust, then he Dark Souls rolled behind it, brings in the axe at the back hind leg, and then kind of brings the other axe around and hits the other hind leg, which causes the creature to kind of drop forward and like turn about like scared. You actually realize that the dragon looks like it's kind of falling apart underneath the rider, and the rider seems to notice that as well. Okay, Aveline.
So dragon looks in pretty bad shape then, huh?
Pretty fucked up, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna run up and hit it with my
Lightsaber.
yep, because it's radiant.
Darth Aveline, let's go.
Hey.
It is Bonka Clock.
Time to slash. Okay, where are you? Where are you?
That'll miss. Do you want to spend your inspiration or no?
I already did.
Does anybody else have inspiration?
I'll spend it for her.
Oh, what a
Thank
friend.
you.
What a pal.
I love you.
Roll the
Got
damage.
you. Better be good.
You kind of see an opening, and you can see what Belroth saw when Belroth fell. And Belroth's kind of getting up and pointing, "A heart!" And you kind of see it rush forward with the lightsaber like straight out in front of you and just lunge out. As it kind of hits, you can see like the darkness run across the golden veins that you've carved on your arm, and like you can feel this pulse of necrotic energy emanate outwards. I need you, the Aberrant Spirit, and my Relgar to make Constitution saving throws.
No, Relgar.
The Aberrant Spirit's con. Oh, +2. That sucks.
All right. If you failed, which it looks like everybody did, you take 19 points of necrotic damage as the creature bursts and the bones just kind of fall to the ground in like this kind of weird dark shambles. As it hits, you see the necromancer hit the ground in the midst of it, and as he kind of does, he kind of and like looks to you and says, "Mercy," and raises his hand to Aveline, and then he kind of like you can see his face kind of twist, and he goes, "By the Torinor charge, mercy." And you see him kind of drop the staff as he does it, and you look at her or him, and the words are strange, but make sense. You understand that he, like you, was or is a servant of the vampire Count Gulthias. And that is where we'll end the section for tonight. Thanks for watching those that did, and we'll pick up next section with either you beating the crap out of the necromancer or interrogating him. See you next time. Thanks for watching.